Happy 4th of July to everybody out there. Happy 4th of July, Swiper. Happy 4th, Chill. Happy 4th of July, Ox. Mars. Happy Independence Day, my brother.
Don't say, bro. Don't say nothing kind to me, bro. I'm still not feeling you, bro.
This your man, Ox. I just want to put that out there.
I'll never forgive you for what you did to me yesterday.
This is your man, Ox. I just want to put that out there, bro. That's your man. And don't make that face neither, Ron, because you know what you did.
What? Because Tristan Thompson's on the thumbnail?
No, it's not. Has nothing to do with Tristan Thompson.
I like Tristan being on the thumbnail. I can't.
You know what you did to your man yesterday. You know it.
Let's move on.
We had a good conversation after the episode yesterday. I thought we were able to move past certain things like this.
So y'all did clean it up.
No,
I thought we did.
No, Ron, let's move on to something else, bro. You already know what's up, bro.
Did something happen on the show I missed yesterday?
Yes, you did actually.
Some egregious. Ox?
Not necessarily egregious for us, but Ox has some trauma. Okay?
So he told you to your face what he's been telling me behind your back. Basically, is what you're saying.
No, it was a little bit. It was a little bit deeper than that, and the reason why it was a little bit deeper than that because this is his man over here, right? And this is his man, and his man knows the trauma that he has. But instead of leaving it like that, he presents his trauma to the whole class. Like this, is what my man going.
Somebody in the comment section, let me know what happened because these dudes ain't gonna tell me.
I'm about to tell you right now.
It ain't even all of that.
I want to show you what is going on. So as you know, Swiper, Ox is a Sacramento Kings fan, and in the process of him being a Kings fan, you know how you feel about what happened in 2002 that they got cheated. Well, Ron knows his man. So instead of Ron leaving that alone, we go to playback yesterday for an hour. And what does Ron do? Ron's going to show the entire hour how they lost. Knowing the trauma that Ox already has to deal with. Seeing the fouls. In addition to seeing the fouls, seeing how Weber played, seeing how they basically got, quote unquote, cheated. Now, Ron knows that Big Ox is dealing with this trauma. So instead of just leaving it be and letting Ox be who he is. Nah, I'm gonna present this to the whole class. This is what my man is dealing with. And this is your man, Ox. I just want to put that out there. This is your man. I just want to put that out there. So Ox got a little bit of a beef with his man right
now. Yeah, that's a rough time for my boy. You know, I wish I would have known you at that point in time, Ox, because we could have had some discussions about that. Because, you know, I think as every young child was in the world, I was also a Kobe and Shaq fan. So I didn't really have any understanding of anything at that time of like anybody getting cheated. So would have been interesting to hear your perspective.
Yeah, I was 100% not a Kobe and Shaq fan.
All right. I mean, but honestly, unless you were from Sacramento, who wasn't like a fan of Kobe and Shaq at that point? I mean, if you're a child,
people in Portland,
I'm saying, but not as an adult, like children. You know, children.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm talking about even kids, like kids, teenagers. We hated them. If our people hated them, you know. My family's from LA, so I got a lot of Lakers fans in my family. My pops is a diehard Laker. You know, most of my whole his family, they all from LA. So something I just had to deal with. You know, no big deal. I'm happy Ron got up out of here. That's what's up. Mars, you got it. What's up?
I got a question for you guys, and in lieu of free agency, because we talk about all the free agents and how their impact is gonna, or just their signing, how it's gonna impact Cruz. In the process of that, like we don't have James, we don't have KD, we don't have Chris Bosh in this kind of free agent class. In your estimation, what's the biggest free agent impact in NBA history? The biggest free agent signing in NBA history.
Did you say excluding Kevin Durant?
No, not excluding Kevin Durant. Just in NBA history. The biggest free agent signing impact in NBA history.
I personally think it's KD.
Wait, including LeBron?
LeBron to Miami, that's huge too, Swipe. I did kind of. I still think KD though.
Well, including LeBron, that's the one that was the orchestrator, the led into all that KD changeover and all that stuff.
I'm not blaming Bron for KD's actions.
No, I'm saying, but like Bron the decision was like the moment in television. I mean, what was that? 2010,
June of 2000, July of 2010.
Yeah, I was the same age as Marge at that point. Like that was a big deal.
Yeah,
that was a big deal.
It was insane. Y'all remember watching that live?
Yes,
I do remember watching that live.
Yes, they had a split. They had a split with the decision, and they had the Cleveland bar.
Oh
and
yeah,
I think they had the Miami bar like somewhere on there too, like just to show like the reaction and all that.
I don't know, bro. And yeah, it was a big. Both of them are huge impacts. I don't know.
Right.
I think they were both very big impacts. But I didn't really realize, like when it was happening with Bron, I didn't realize the impact that was going to have on like the league. To me, it was just kind of like, all right, well, go to South Beach. Like, what you doing all this for?
Bro, people said they hated that man, bro. It didn't make no sense to me. How that man took you to a finals and like won two MVPs there. Like, why are y'all so angry? I did not understand that at the time.
Burnt his jersey.
And then when the letter came out from the owner too, that was insane.
Can
you summarize the letter real quick for us, Swiper?
Like, so remember, in the letter, basically he promised that we will win a championship. We're gonna win a championship before LeBron and them, and he basically called him a scumbag, as Chill like to say in the letter, and basically characterized him as a traitor. So on the higher level, there was a lot of like, this is like more your, Bomani Jones level angles type deal. Like this was like a lot of like, seemed like some closet racism in the letter as well. Like, because remember, Ox, that letter also then led to the fuel. A lot of people like burning the jersey and saying all that stuff.
Yeah,
about
but Swiper, was it racist or was it racist? You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't racist, but it did have some undertone.
Right.
It did have some undertone.
It's like almost as if he owed Dan Gilbert something. Like,
yes.
You're entitled to me being here.
Gotcha.
Even though he had fulfilled his obligations and played out his contract, but that's that's neither here nor there. The idea that James, who by the way, Maverick, his man, he had to be convinced to go back to Cleveland because Maverick was out on. He was out. He was out on Dan Gilbert. Back with them. He was out on Dan Gilbert. He was like, "I'm good on that dude." It was James who had to convince Maverick that this is good for us to go back there and this is what we're gonna do. Maverick was like, "Nah, man, I'm good."
And I know Savannah wanted to go for sure. I mean,
yeah,
it was Ox. It was beef, bro. And like it wasn't like.
Was
and I thought the owner was gonna have to step down before LeBron went back. How bad things were.
Well, to be honest with you, Swiper, and I've always felt like anybody in power, whether it's the president of the United States or the janitor, the chief janitor in the airport, every last one of these people has one person that when that person speaks, they might not do everything that they say, but they at least listen. And I'm 100% confident that Dan Gilbert in 2014, if I can see this whole thing happening, I can see whoever that dude was walking into the meeting and telling everybody, all of y'all dudes get out of here. I need to talk to you right now. What's going on? Yo, he wants to come home. This is what you're going to do. You're going to get on a plane and you're going to go down there. And the first thing that you're going to say to him is, I'm sorry.
Right.
That's the first thing that you're going to say. I'm sorry. And then the rest, we'll clean it up later. But you're going to go down there and you're going to bring him back. Don't come back here without him. Otherwise,
that was a nasty time, bro.
Otherwise, we're going to be Sacramento for the next 15 years. That's what we're going to be.
Right.
This is during that time, Ox. Remember?
No facts.
This is during that.
Yeah, after Bibby and Christie and them left, bro. Like,
not too much, Swiper. Let's focus.
But then y'all got DeMarcus. It was 2012. Y'all got DeMarcus.
Still didn't touch the playoffs, Swiper. So damn that.
I mean, DeMarcus was fun hoops though. He was fun hoops.
If we being honest, that's how I saw it going, Swiper. I saw that one guy talking to him, going, "Yo, get your ass on the plane, go down there, and bring him back." That's what
I like. Chill, I like that though. I do. Like I really do like the fact that we can disagree, we can really beef, and we can go as far as we went without obviously anybody getting touched, physically or anything happening to anybody. Obviously, what I'm saying. But we can really say bad things about each other in the heat of the moment because I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? You're upset. We're all upset. Things can be said, and we can still be men and work it out. Like, yeah, I said that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
But bro, they had the number 1 overall pick. So this is why I think the reason why I say it's the biggest deal, because at least OKC had Russ in them afterward. The effects of LeBron leaving, where Cleveland obviously went to multiple titles, four straight, and then 1-2. But the other side of that is
Miami.
The Cleveland. Yeah. Miami. Right. Cleveland got the number 1 pick 3 times. 3 times in 4 years, Ox. Think about what you could have built. They were so bad. I don't know. Maybe you don't blame them for the 2013 draft because that was obviously like I don't know who they would have taken number 1 overall except for him that year. So maybe that year, but Kyrie, Wiggins, and then old boy, bro, like they were in the doghouse. They
get Tristan Thompson at the number 4 pick, by the way.
They did.
Well, that Andrew Wiggins pick, although my man got hurt, that was the wrong pick anyway.
Well, they traded it for Love, so it didn't matter for them.
Right, but you know, I'm saying they're supposed to go get Jabari.
You talking about Embiid? Oh, bro, if LeBron would have had Embiid, so how would that? How do you think that would
Jabari? I'm talking about Jabari.
No, Jabari never would have been number 1.
He went number 2.
I know, but that was nasty, bro. I mean, Embiid, if everybody's full healthy, then Embiid goes number 1 that year. But do you think they could have waited, Ox? Like, so do you think they could have found another big to hold them down until 2016?
I mean, they tried to. They drafted like 4 bigs in a row, didn't they? Didn't they go? They went and got
not the Thunder.
Oh, it's talking about the Cavs.
The 36ers.
Not
Cavs.
Yeah. Right. I don't know, bro. I would have to go and look at all the people in those drafts. You know what I'm saying? But
bro, Embiid would have been cold, bro, next to LeBron, young B. Even half the season Embiid at that time.
Even though I think
never even thought about that.
To be honest with you, with James moving to Miami, was it bigger than Shaq going to the Lakers? Was it more impactful than Shaq going to the Lakers? Because do we know Bryant?
It wasn't. I mean, they three-peated.
That's what I'm talking about.
It wasn't more impactful, but it was.
That's what I'm talking about, Ron. I'm talking about
that was social media times too, though, Ron. Like that was the beginning of social media when Ron did that. It was a little more able to spread.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like when you put social media behind it, when you put that machine behind it, and just the anticipation too, it wasn't. And Bron had served more time than Shaq did in Orlando too, so he had built up more momentum. Chill. People were saying he was better than Kobe at this moment in time. Bron is larger than life already at this time. Well, and then on top of that, Bron, I think Bron had a little more than Shaq. No, because Shaq was very personable too. But bro, no,
I don't think so. Right?
Shaq was there for 6 years.
Because Bron was nasty. Like,
I'm sorry, 4. He showed up in 92 and left after the 96 season. He was only in Orlando for 4 seasons.
Obviously, Ron, he was a hell of a hooper. Like, obviously on the court, Bron was really who he was, but Shaq was like Shaq, like Kazam. He was Bron at that point. From if I'm remembering correctly, Bron was still a little more reserved. You know what I'm saying? He was
fresh off puppet commercials. Bro,
that ain't had nothing to do with James.
Those are commercials, bro. I'm not talking about commercials. Like anybody
have nothing to do with them
because a commercial is acting, right? That's acting. I'm not talking about that. Hold on, just hear me out. I'm talking about like off the court, on the court, like just his persona, his personality. Shaq's personality, like just shone through everything. You know what I mean? And that's just my opinion. Because it seemed like to me, Bron was still just trying to preserve himself as that. I'm a professional. I'm here to do my job. You know, I'm working. I want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it came off to me. I mean, y'all could have saw something different from Bron.
Bron is a professional. Like let's not make no mistake. Like Bron is one of the best professionals that sports has ever seen. But my thing is like Bron has still always been a happy-go-lucky personality. He's always been personable. He's always been good in the media. He's always been good at telling jokes. He's always been good with his teammates. Bron, other than Shaq, I could say even at that time, like of guys that are like up at that tier and that superstar tier of Shaq, Bron was probably the most personable guy out of all of them guys. You had dudes like Kobe who didn't want nothing to do with that. You had dudes like Jordan who didn't want nothing to do with that. Magic was cool in the spotlight too, but Bron was just different though. He was and also too, Bron showed that he was one of us. Of those guys, Bron showed like I come from the background. I like hip hop. I dress like you guys. I talk like you guys. I'm tattooed.
No. James wasn't like that. He
wasn't Allen Iverson-esque.
No,
but Bron
Allen
was
Iverson was that dude.
Bron, I did not know Bron was like that. I ain't know, bro. Wait. I'm just saying. I could have just not been paying attention. But honestly, I didn't know Bron was like that until damn near right before he came to LA. Like I thought Bron was a square for real. I didn't know any of this stuff. Like until Bron started getting on camera, like with his sons and doing the Taco Tuesday stuff and rapping and stuff. I didn't know he was doing that before that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard Bron say nigga, I was like, Bron.
Bron was everything he did was catered though for the first several years. So I think to Ox's point, Bron had the chosen one tattoo, he had the lion tattoo, but he was just tatted like a regular athlete. he never like tapped into the Akron, like from the hood, because he knew he wasn't from the hood. Like in terms of let me not say that. That's not proper language. He was from the hood. But Bron, he never embodied like a thug or a gangster type mentality. Right. Never.
And I like that about Bron too. No, I respect and like that about Bron.
He didn't want that. He never wanted to be that. And Bron was like, he's been a man on campus since he was 12. Right. You know, like literally, and then he steps into the high school, and then from sophomore year on, got Ohio Player of the Year. And he was, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and he grew to 6'8". He was in the national spotlight on the front of magazine. Bron never pretended to be that. If anything, Bron always was, I'm taking care of my mother. Like, I'm going to take care of my boys. Savannah was always right there with him. And if anything, Bron was all about building like that whole equity wealth thing. Because remember the contract for Nike, he spoke about how much it meant to him and to his family. His mom was always at his games. He wanted to make sure she was taken care of. Right. Bron never played about what he was really there for. And that was to make sure he was creating generational wealth. So that's what I will say about Bron. Bron never got distracted in nonsense. Ever.
Bro, he's right. Like his just maturity, his professionalism that he came into the league with, you can't overlook that. What I did like about Bron that I really liked, and that actually got us doing it too, like with our teammates and stuff, was the handshakes and stuff like that. Like we everybody had handshakes, so we all start doing that. Like, okay, that's cool. I got a handshake with every single one of my teammates. Like that was cool. I always liked Bron and respected the way Bron carried himself.
And then also too, before the games, Bron did.
Oh, that was KG. We're not doing that, Ron.
Okay, well, you can say KG started it. You can say KG started it. You can say that, but Bron still did it before every game. They had it as rituals and video games and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. At any time Bron was on ESPN or TNT, that part is getting shown before the game. Well, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, he colonized KG.
Hey, all right, KG might have made it a hot line. Bron made it a hot song.
I don't know if I'm going
like it or not.
But Shaq going to the Lakers, Jabbar wasn't that far removed from when he got there. I mean, Jabbar had just retired in 89. Shaq gets there in 96. He's the next wave of the big man. They get this kid in Kobe Bryant, who we don't know yet. And it's still during the influx of high school kids. Like KG had done it the year before him. Bryant shows up. This is still not something that we are really privy to yet. We don't really know what it is. Shaq is really the man going to Los Angeles, and he's going to turn this thing around. He's going to make them what they are. And it actually turned out to be that. But I still think, to Ox's point, I mean, KD's signing with the Golden State Warriors is the most impactful free agency signing in NBA history, considering what it did for legacies, what it did for teams, what it did for the landscape of the NBA. Everything. That includes Moses Malone going to the 76ers in 83. What KD did was definitely, in my estimation, the most impactful free agency signing in NBA history.
I agree too. I agree.
It's hard to go against that. Mars, what do you think?
I think the most impactful free agencies are probably the first free agency. I mean, free agency didn't exist for 30 years of the NBA. Oscar Robertson had to sue the NBA for 6 years just to get it. So I think you could argue Gail Goodrich being the first free agent, even though that was restricted and the Lakers ended up getting back the pick that turned into Magic Johnson. I'd say that was probably one of the most impactful ones because that's the first ever free agent. Or you could say Tom Chambers being the first unrestricted free agent. He was the first player he went from Seattle to Phoenix. He was the first one who was a free agent the team never got anything back. I'd say they're probably the two most impactful just because.
When was that? That was like early 90s?
89, I want to say 88, 89, something like that. Being the first unrestricted free agent ever, I would say, is more impactful just because that's what set up the possibility for LeBron to go to Miami or for KD to go to Golden State, because without Tom Chambers being the first, there was no unrestricted free agent. Without Gail Goodrich, without Oscar Robertson suing the league, there is no Gail Goodrich being a free agent and being able to leave the Lakers, and then them getting Magic Johnson back was a bonus, I guess. But I'd say they were the most impactful in terms of what it meant for the league going forward. But in terms of just what happened on the court, you'd probably have to say Shaq, LeBron, or KD. But I would say those two. I'd pick those two.
And to Mars's point, that like with Gail Goodrich, you couldn't just walk out the front door. You had to give some sort of compensation. That's how the That's how the Lakers ended up with Magic, because they ended up giving up New Orleans gave up 4 ones for Gail Goodrich. And they figuring with Gail Goodrich and Pistol Pete, this thing's gonna work. We absolutely gonna get busy. I think they played 59 games together total, and they gave up. Yeah, they ended up getting beat up the way that they did, and one of those 4 ones became Magic Johnson. So you couldn't just walk out the front door back then. You had to give up something in order to be compensated. Same thing happened with Chamberlain. He was a free agent in 69, 68. When he got on the Lakers, he was a free agent, but they had to give up something to get him. So, sure, I would agree, Mars, that the pioneers of free agency, I would agree that when they first came around, it could be impactful. But when you think about it getting enhanced and how much of a bigger deal was it, because the league had gotten expanded. Not only the league getting expanded with more television, and now winning is even a bigger impact than it was in the past. When you have guys like KD, when you have guys like James, when you have guys like Shaq, where the reason why I'm going to Los Angeles is, 1, because it's a bigger market, and 2, to win, even though Shaq never wanted to leave Orlando. I just want to let y'all know. I want to let y'all know right now. If Orlando would have matched the deal, he would have never left. Yeah. He would have stayed there. He didn't just go to Los Angeles because he wanted to be in a bigger market. That's not what happened. If Orlando would have matched the bread that the Lakers put on the table, he would have still
the first $100 million man.
No, that would be Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning? How much did he get? What year?
I think it's 90. It was in 96. I think Alonzo Mourning's deal was 108 or 104.
Didn't KG get $100 million after like 2 years?
But that was right before the lockout. That's how that ended up. That's how the lockout ended up happening, because KG's contract was for like 127 million.
It was like 7 years or something like that.
Yeah, like 100.
After like it was like legit after like 2 years or something.
Yes, it was like.
What do you mean that's how the lockout started?
Well, the CBA came. The CBA was coming up, and the fact that KG, they attributed KG's money where, this is getting out of control, and the owners wanted some more leverage, and they wanted some more power, so to speak. And a guy like KG at that time, because KG was a kid in 1998, he was like 21 years old, and for him to get $127 million when you had guys in the league that had been in the league 5, 6, 7 years who weren't seeing money like that, it was crazy.
Yeah,
bro. Did y'all know Spot Track just made their site a membership site?
I did not know that. No,
bro. What?
Money, man. You got money.
Everybody trying to make bread, bro. I'm just trying to live, bro. Everybody want my money all the time.
Yeah, give him money.
We got kids to feed, man.
Mm-hmm.
We a membership chat.
$30 a year to look up contracts.
$30 a year, Swiper.
That's less
Swiper,
than
that's $220.
Look, I'm LeBron up here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm LeBron for real. I'm LeBron up here for
100%. James is cheap. He don't want to pay for nothing.
But Mars, I do feel what you're saying. Like that, them starting the free agency off obviously was a big deal. Like obviously, the cherry is more important than the Tesla. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I also want to say this too, Mars. What you speaking on Tom Chambers, I think we should I don't think people realize how dope Tom Chambers was. I think Tom Chambers was a hooper, bro. Tom Chambers.
That's Kevin Love without the championships.
But with bounce stuff.
Yes. If Tom Chambers had championships, he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The only time he gets brought up is when people bring up like random 60-point games and his name comes up. That's like the only time I ever hear him. I feel like he's a bit better than just being brought up as a random 60-point game. He was very good, but before Barkley got to Phoenix, it was really him for him. But
wait, by the way, chill. So Kevin Garnett got drafted in 95. He got that deal in 1998, and it was a 6-year 126, 21 a year in the 90s.
Yes,
that's fire.
Wow,
yes, sir.
And
my boy was living.
At that moment in time, that was questionable.
First of all, it kind of started, rewind the clock back like maybe 4 or 5 years when Big Dog was the first pick in the draft, and he ended up signing a deal as a rook for like $55 million. And this is already starting like, what's going on? Like Big Dog comes in the league, he making more than Jordan, he making more than Patrick Ewing, he making more than Olajuwon as a rookie. Jason Kidd, I think he signed a 6-year deal for like 50-something million, and these players, they're not happy with this at all. And then you fast forward to Kevin Garnett, who had been in the league at that point for 3 years. He had just finished his 3rd season. He had made the All-Star team, But with him making an all-star team twice, and he was definitely worth the bread, I think the owners, they didn't really appreciate like the way that this was going. And it was a big deal. It was a huge deal. That was one of the main reasons why the lockout ended up where it was. And to your point, Mars, I mean, like pioneers like Curtis Flood and Oscar Robertson, 100% they're hugely impactful. Hell yeah. I don't want to, as a free agent, or not just as a free agent, I don't want to move to St. Louis. I don't want to move to New Orleans. Why I gotta move there? I don't want to work in New Orleans. What the hell?
Sure, was Curtis Flood dope?
He could play. He could play. He played baseball, but he could play. And I understood his logic. Ox, I'm uproot. I know it sounds ridiculous today, Ox, because you're on the books for $35 million. So the fact that you're on the books for $35 million, yes, you're moving from Sacramento to, I don't know, Minnesota. You're gonna do that.
That's not enough. I'm not leaving.
Even though, well, that's why we have stuff in the contract like 15% trade kickers. So in addition to you getting paid, we're gonna throw this 15% in for your troubles. How about that?
That's fine. I understand that too. I mean, y'all know how upset I'm still upset with Stephon Marbury for leaving Minnesota like that. But still, especially when you get a little older, like when you're younger, before you start having your family, I mean, just regardless of age, when you start having your family though, regardless of the money, it's not just as simple as like, okay, I'm getting paid this much, I'll get up and go. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like sometimes players get treated unfairly with that. Where it's just like, oh, well, you can do whatever you want. Like, you got so much money. Like, doesn't really work like that. Like, I just bought a house here, you know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that, Ox.
All types of stuff. My kids got friends here, you know?
That was the thing I was just about to ask you, Ox. Who's got the longest, in terms of tenure, who's got the longest tenure with one team in the league today?
Today?
What,
2024. Yeah, a player. Who?
I'd assume it's Steph.
Steph. Curry. Okay, so Curry been with the Golden State Warriors for 15 years, right? So imagine Curry. So I think he's got a daughter that's in like the 4th grade, something like that.
Yeah, Riley done grew up on it.
He's got it right. He's got another kid that's about to go to school. Imagine him having to pack up and move to Charlotte.
Riley.
Okay, sure. I'm making $50 million. I gotta pack up and I gotta move to Washington, D.C. I gotta pack up and I gotta move to Charlotte.
Yeah.
After I've been here for 15 years. Yo, well, you're making $50 million. You're making $30 million. You're making $45 million over the next 3 years. What's the big deal? Y'all built a life here. Well, my family is here.
In a situation like that, it'd be like, okay, I'm about to just go like buy an apartment or something out there, a little condo for myself during the season. I'm not packing up my family. I'm not packing up my kids in a situation like that where they go to a great school, they got friends they've had for this whole time, they love their teachers, you know what I'm saying? We love our neighborhood, you know, like my house is the kicking spot, you know, like
you sacrifice that over not seeing your family every night. Well, I know you live life on the road, but
right, you're on the road anyway,
I would even say half of the time.
Yeah,
you sacrifice that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that'd be worth it. I'd rather see my wife and kids every other night, as opposed to like it's like you gonna make some new friends. Like
and I mean on top of that too, it's like I don't always have to, when I come off the road, I don't always have to go straight to Charlotte. I could always touch down at the crib. I can always, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of moving parts.
Momentarily, though. That's like,
and on top of that, Ron, for instance, like with Steph, it's like if he were to go to Charlotte, he'd be there for what, 1 or 2 seasons now. It's like it's not no point now. Because after that, I'm not gonna do that. And because I mean, no disrespect to Charlotte, I've never been there. I'm sure it's a beautiful city. I'm not gonna stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going back to the Bay. So
I just work here.
I would, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not gonna move y'all here. And then so like let's say if his daughter's in the 5th grade, I'm not gonna move you here in the 5th grade. You stay for 5th and 6th, and then you gotta go back to the same school in the 7th grade. Like, nah, just live your life. I'm not gonna interrupt that.
Yeah, I would not want to see my kid for 2 years. And especially if they're gonna go back in 2 years, come over here, learn some life lessons, meet some new friends, right? Become more personable, you know, grow as a person.
I do like that part of it. I do like that part. I like that part of it.
Especially if I don't have to do that, and then I may turn into like Chris Paul is a prime example. Chris Paul, since he left New Orleans, I think this is team number 5 that we're on, and this is another dude who's got a family. Like he was rooted in Los Angeles. So he goes from Los Angeles to Houston, from Houston to Oklahoma City, from Oklahoma City to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Golden State, and now to San Antonio. So now it's 5 teams. That's 5 different places in 5 years, which is kind of weird.
You forgot about the Wizards.
No, yeah, he was on the Wizards.
Oh, that's right.
He wasn't. I don't think did he? He ain't played it. He didn't play.
Never.
Nah, he ain't play.
So
Yeah,
he didn't move he wasn't moving to Washington. But 5 teams in 5 different years, man. I mean, damn, that's putting a lot on it. On it.
Yo,
Hey,
chill.
wait, hold on, wait. Oh, Ron. By the way,
What's up?
with that being noticed, Chris Paul's played for how many teams total now? Is it 6?
New Orleans, the Clippers,
He's a
Houston,
journeyman.
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City. From Oklahoma City to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Golden State, from Golden State now to San Antonio.
7. All right.
So you got to count Washington. He didn't play, but he was on the roster. So like, hey.
All right. So with that,
Okay,
with that understanding, Chill, where do you think Victor Wembanyama is going to rank among his best teammates he's played with?
The best ever.
No, but so I didn't ask you for a reason. So behind Harden, obviously, behind Russell Westbrook,
Behind Steph.
behind.
So Wemby's not going to be his best ever teammate.
No, I'm currently this next year in the second year.
Okay.
Wait, Morris. We gotta. Can we chill out?
No, he doesn't.
Just 2 seconds. Just 2
No
seconds.
better than what James Harden was doing.
Can we guarantee? That's what I'm saying. Can we guarantee that Vic is going to be better than James and Steph
No, we can't.
in the next? He should.
You can't guarantee anything in the future, but I'm like, if he doesn't get hurt, I'm as close to being able to guarantee as I can guarantee anything.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But I do want to say this too, because Swiper said his best teammate now, like at this time. So yeah, in a couple more years, yes, I think Vic will easily be top 3 because it's Steph and James Harden. He might pass them too.
He could be a tie fourth already though.
But wait. No. Swiper, hold on, because right now, today, give me David West.
I knew you were going to say David West.
Here we go.
I
There
knew
we
he was
go.
going to say David West.
There we go.
I like
I
David too. David was
knew he
good.
was going to say David West.
David was good.
Am I lying? I'm
They
talking
got beat
about
by
today.
58 points in that first playoff game too. I remember
Yeah,
that.
but am
They
I
got beat
lying?
by almost 60, Swiper.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
They
To
got
Melo.
beat by
And I,
almost 60.
to Melo. And I'm a Melo dude, but look, but I'll say this: it's crazy to me that I think I can make an argument for Wemby 4 already.
Today? Yeah, I'm cool.
Already behind
DZ, what up? What?
Harden.
I mean, today, again, to Mars's point, Victor Wembanyama, he's only in year 1. Barring injury, which we have to factor that in because that's been the history of big guys that size, unfortunately. But if I could get a decade, if I could get between 7 to 10 years of health from Victor Wembanyama, he's a top 5 player in the league.
Wait a minute.
100%.
In the league
Y'all
or
forgot about
history?
Blake too. I thought y'all loved Blake.
Well,
I
hold
was
on.
going to say, is Wemby better than Blake was in 2014?
Yeah, he's Blake. He's better than Blake. He's better than Blake. I think so.
Already?
I think so.
Today?
Wait, who?
I think
thought y'all
year
loved Blake.
I think year
Yes.
2 Wemby will be better than peak Blake. But I think Blake is also a
And
top
this
10
kid's
player.
gonna
at the
be
same
really
time.
good at
It
basketball.
doesn't have
This
anything
kid's
to do
gonna
with
be
Blake.
really good.
It just has everything to do with Victor Wembanyama.
Y'all
everything.
hyping this, man. I was about to go with it. I can't.
We about to talk about what happened, in the Olympic qualifying rounds last night. We're still gonna break down every single remaining free agent. We talk about where would be a good landing place for them, whether that's on the Wizards, whether that's on the Lakers, or whether that's in Hong Kong. We'll talk about it. But before we do that, I got my man Double Z in the house. What's going on?
ZZ, what it is,
What's
B?
good, y'all? How y'all living?
Yo,
How
what
y'all
up?
living?
What up, bro?
Cool.
We good?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you from going from the best show on the platform to come and spend some time over on the panel, man. You didn't have to. You didn't have to, but appreciate it.
Had to pull up on KD's Memorial Day of fucking the league.
Do a monkey wrench and
That's
everything.
true. 8 years ago today.
Oh man, is this still Mars? What would you say the percentages of people that still actually? I don't want to say hate, but are
It's
disdained with KD.
It's hate. Everyone who hated it at the time he did it will still hate it 8 years later.
Yeah,
They haven't changed their minds on it. If you hated it at the time, you hate it now. And that was like 94% of people.
Mars,
And
where were
6%
you? Where were you when KD made that? When he signed with the Warriors?
I was at home.
You're
But
at home?
yeah, I was a casual at the time. But I seen what's that guy? Colin Cowherd, I think.
Who were you listening to musically at that time? 8 years ago.
Music.
At this point in time in your life. I'm just trying to get an age range here. Was it still Barney? Were we still in the Barney?
Was 2016 the Fetty Wap era?
Yes.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah,
2015 really, but 2016 was.
That's probably who I was listening to. Probably.
All right.
But
What,
I can't
16?
remember.
1738.
17.
1738.
Probably. But yeah,
So
I remember
listening to
people saying it
Slauson
was.
Boy, Mars?
Oh, damn.
What did he say? What did he say?
No.
No, you was on a Slauson Boy too. Mailbox money?
What?
Man,
You know,
I don't know. I
TMC.
don't remember what I was listening to in 2016. I just remember people going crazy about KD joining the Warriors.
Chill,
And I
were you
just-
pissed?
He a LeBron fan, of
Yes.
course he was mad.
You were pissed?
Yes.
I wanted to see it. I wanted to see them when they got DeMarcus. I wanted to see it.
But that's because your team wasn't in contention. Chill was the LeBron guy. He knew
Says
this guy
who?
wasn't getting no more rings.
18-19 they were, and then that's when they got DeMarcus. I still wanted to see it. They had no chance. I wanted to see it. 5 All-Stars.
Chill was mad solely because of Bron. That's all it was.
And Mars, as you know, I will die on that hill.
My man was 44 years old, still
Yeah.
standing.
Yeah,
on the
mad
bar.
as hell.
pissed off
LeBron
that.
wasn't getting more chips.
Too old for
pissed.
that, chill. Too old
I
for
was
that, chill.
pissed
Hey,
at
chill.
that. I'm like, yo, you doing monkey wrench in the whole thing.
So
But
be
in
honest,
10 years,
like,
you still gonna be standing for Jokic, so don't do that.
Please.
I ain't gonna be doing, bro. Jokic gonna be in Serbia. I'm gonna be chilling, bro. I'm gonna be on never mind. Man,
And then someone will
release
say
my
Swiper,
you're
you
dreams
gonna
here.
be
a top 10 player, and all of a sudden
Exactly.
you come out the
Me
woodwork.
10 years from now.
Swiper,
I'm
you
3
gonna
years
be
in the game now.
somewhere on some mic talking about how great Jokic was. And you know how they keep doing the memes? Dad, how good was 2004 Shaq?
That's gonna be this dude right here. That's gonna be this dude right here.
Me
Dad, how
arguing
good
with
was
Shannon Sharp.
2021 Jokic?
That's gonna be this dude right here. 100% it's gonna be him.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
I'm gonna remind Nick Wright every day what he said.
chill. Be honest, bro. When that shit happened, when it all went down, what were your initial thoughts? Like, were you just like, oh, it's over? Like, they about to win 3 straight, 4 straight? Like, they like, what were your thoughts
It was
about?
a 4-year deal too. Wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it was I think
5. It was
it might-
4.
No,
I think
it
it
was
might be
3.
4. I thought it was 3.
Well,
No,
how long
I
did he
thought
stay
it
there?
was 4 because
That would tell us everything.
He's only there for
It was
3
two-
years.
It was
Yeah,
3
it was
years.
2 and
It was
1,
3
right?
years.
Was it not
The player
was it not
option?
3, was it not 3
Yeah.
years and the player
Yeah,
option?
the player
declined
option.
the player option?
3 in a player. That's how he ended up in. That's how he ended up
And
in.
he
Yeah,
declined.
there you go.
With the
And
trade.
then he accepted the player option. as a
Draymond
signing.
is an absolute lunatic, by the way. I just want to say that. I just need to remind people years later that Katie never would have left that team if the owner wouldn't have said what he said and Draymond wouldn't have called him a B word. That's what I'm saying. They could have had it all. Chill. They could have had it all.
Well, they
I'm
did
still
have it
pissed
all,
for KD
technically.
leaving, bro. Even back then, I was like, when that whole situation went down and the media was like blowing it up, I was like, bro, at the end of the day, if Draymond called him that, he probably did. But if you're Kevin Durant, bro, you got to sit back and, dude, I'm the best player on this team, regardless of what you call me, regardless if y'all won before me or whatever. Like, and I got an opportunity to continuously be in finals contention. Why would I walk away from it? And then I said, we talk about players betting on themselves. KD took a bet on, me and Kyrie in Brooklyn. Shit, yeah, we about to tear it up. And then LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan and all these household names, but role players at the time end up showing up over there. And it's just like, damn. Like, think about it. It's just to me, I was just like, you should just stay. But he ended up walking away. I was like, damn. And now people are gonna look at Draymond, cockeyed, but they won a championship 2.5 years, 3 years later. So
Right.
So
to answer your question, to answer your questions, Easy, I thought it was the biggest travesty off the strength that number one, the crew that Golden State had, and for you to now add this to the crew, I'm like, nobody has a chance. None of you dudes have a chance. And I'm a James guy, and I'm like, y'all ain't beating them. Hell no, y'all not beating them. With what y'all gonna have to go, you're gonna have to go get something astronomical, and we already seen that. We already seen that with what just happened with Golden State getting Kevin Durant. I mean, they basically got the 96 Bulls, and now they get Shaq the next year. That's what ultimately happened. Like, ain't nobody beating them dudes.
And that's who the Rockets nearly beat, man.
The Rockets,
and I'm thinking to myself, this dude threw a monkey wrench in it. So some people would equate what KD did to what Bron did. Well, first of all, the Miami Heat, when James gets on that crew, I think they were in 6th or 7th place in the East. They weren't that good. That's number one. Number two, what it took to get those guys there. So sure, you're going to weaken Toronto, which is another Eastern Conference team. You're going to weaken Cleveland because now James is there. But this Golden State crew, which at that time was considered, if they win the NBA championship, they're the best team in NBA history. You're now going to add the best scorer in the game to that roster. We don't have a chance against these dudes. We don't have a chance. And Mars and I have gone back and forth with this how many different times, and I'm not on the fence about it. If KD does not get on the Warriors and they run it back how they did, and that Cleveland Cavaliers team comes back, I think they smoke the Warriors in 5 games. If they get past Oklahoma City the next year. That's if they get past Oklahoma City with KD. I think Cleveland smokes them the next year in 5 games, and I don't think he's with the Lakers in 18-19. The reason why I don't think he's with the Lakers in 18-19, because I think he's still in Cleveland working on championship number 6.
Hey, hold on. Get your timeline correct, sir. He was already leaving at that point, number one, because the issue is, I think Kevin Durant went. If they didn't get KD, they could have got somebody else that year because they had a max slot just sitting right there. So they were going to get somebody anyway, and then they were going to win regardless. But then when that whole thing with LeBron aged out, chill. If you remember, it wasn't just that like LeBron left because he wanted to go to LA. Mm-hmm. LeBron left because both Kyrie, who had asked out for a trade, and then Kevin Love started to wane off, and both of them started to go downhill. There were injuries, and then Kyrie left. I think he was leaving anyway. That situation wasn't tenuous anymore.
Well, here's the difference. The difference with that is if KD doesn't go to the Golden State Warriors, they win the NBA championship, which means Kyrie Irving doesn't get traded.
Yes, he does. That's not remember Kyrie. Remember what it was about. Kyrie didn't want to be second fiddle.
Yeah,
he had said this multiple times. Actually, that when he got there when he got there in 11, they told him, chill. Remember this. When we're going to get LeBron in 14, but they told him it was his team. And then here comes LeBron, and LeBron is sunning him. And then remember what the reporter asked him. That, for me, was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. The reporter asked him, do you consider LeBron to be a father-like figure in your life? He's like, I have a father.
Yeah, why would I?
It was over. It was over, chill. Kyrie was leaving.
I feel like it was dumb to ask that.
Swiper, I agree with you on that point. I even said it back then. When that shit started going viral right after, I was like, this is the moment where Kyrie's looking at it from like a standpoint of, so this is how y'all view me, like as this nigga's son, like what are
and it didn't help that it got wind that he was getting shot.
And LeBron also, to be fair, was calling him a kid and stuff a lot. Like Kyrie don't like that.
Yeah, he did.
Kyrie don't like that.
So and y'all remember first game of the season.
That's so sensitive.
You can say that, Ox, but you remember first game.
That's just what it is. Is he like?
It is. Yeah.
You don't even call Marsh kid though. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of like.
I might. Yes, sometimes all the time I'll be like, man, I like Mars. Man, he's a good kid. He's smart. Smart kid. I say that all the time.
Well, LeBron for real acting like he like.
Yes. Oh, wait till I make my video about why I'm leaving PC, and you'll realize how disrespectful I found it. Wait till you realize how disrespectful I've always found that.
Mars too.
My bad, Mars. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just did want to say. No. That's so sensitive.
To your point though, Ox. To your point, y'all remember the first game? What was it? 2018, Cleveland versus the Celtics when Kyrie was his first game as a Celtic, and after the game, the whole head pat shit. Like I remember watching that and thinking to myself, did Kyrie just try to sun Braun back? And then you watch the replay as it gets played over and over again. It's like, yeah, good game. Well,
we gotta remember too who at that time James had been in the league for almost 10 years. Mm-hmm. Kyrie Irving had just shown up. He was like 19, and James gets on the crew. That Cleveland team wasn't close to doing anything significant at that point. James comes on the crew, and then the very next year, they're in the NBA Finals. So he's clearly the difference in what they're doing.
And the Kyrie is 7 years younger than that man, bro.
That's the point, Swiper. The fact that he's much younger.
You call me a kid, chill, and there's a 20-year difference here. We boxing. Okay.
Box. Sure. Well, instead of me calling you,
that's because you youngsters ain't got no respect.
They really don't. They really don't. They really don't. I have to hit Swiper with an overhand right to the chin piece to look the strength. I do understand that. But anyway, the point that I'm making is, you guys were talking about these guys, Kyrie Irving in particular, being sensitive. Kyrie Irving talked about seeing what else was out there. He did say that. He said he was thinking, well, damn, what else is out there? What else is for me? And that's what's going on with a young guy. He ain't thinking how James is thinking at that point. James at that point is thinking, I'm trying to win, and I'm trying to win with any and everything possible. Now, if they win it again, I have a difficult time that we can't talk Kyrie Irving, who, by the way, wasn't a free agent. It wasn't like he was a free agent. He got traded to Boston. So it wasn't like he could walk out the front door. I'm pretty confident that we could work that out if they won it again that next year. The fact that KD got on that crew, that threw a monkey wrench in what was already souring. It wasn't already sour, right, ZZ? It wasn't already sour, but it was going bad.
Yeah.
But if they win it, as we know, winning cures a lot. And we could probably talk about, listen, my man, maybe possibly, I might have been a little bit disrespectful with the kid thing, but I'm handing you the keys eventually. So they win it in 16, 17.
But even that language is crazy. Kyrie also doesn't like that. AD might like that. Kyrie don't like that. What you mean you handing me the keys? I'm Kyrie Irving. Right. This is my team.
Right.
At that time, bro.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Kyrie at that time was like
a different dude. He was a different dude.
Yeah. Right now, Kyrie's more mellow and zen, fun, peace, and all that. And
which is incredible. Which is incredible
but he was his father's son, though. His father liked that too. Like they're principal people.
Yeah. Right.
And it's not a bad thing either. It's a good thing.
It's not 100%. It's not.
It's just like you're not finna son me and then tell me you gonna give me the king. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like this is not them situations. So I think
even though that was the case, though, don't forget
you ain't gotta say it in public. You ain't gotta say it to my face. I'm not your kid, bro.
You don't have to be. That's not the point, right? But the fact that you're not my kid, I'm not.
And then he was texting KD about stuff LeBron was doing. That's his best friend. He was closer to KD than he ever was, Bron. Ever.
Yeah. So that's just as bad. That's even worse, Swiper. So
that's my man.
I don't care who it is. He's not the same age. Yeah, that's your friend, but you're not in this family. You don't need to know what's going on over here.
That's not.
So
that's his brother.
I don't care, Swiper. If you got a problem with what's going on here, even though I think that's still a little sensitive too. It's just like, this is the best player in the NBA. It's his squad. You feel like you hit a couple big shots, so now you want to run some things. That's just not how it happens.
Hey, that's
the downfall of many of things.
All I know if I'm Kyrie, I seen KD pull up in Bron's face twice, back-to-back finals.
That don't matter. The problem is, Swiper, when the Indians want to be the Chiefs and the soldiers want to be the generals, people lose wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, stay in your place. I'm not your father. I know that. But this is not your shit, Kyrie. Okay?
And it was obvious that it wasn't. It was obvious.
But that's not what y'all told me when y'all drafted me. I think that was his whole thing.
Because Bron wasn't here. Bron back.
Right. But who the hell is LeBron to come back in here and take over my ship?
The king got accurate.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
What's the point?
It is
everything,
LeBron, bro.
Yeah, but LeBron had everything.
It's LeBron to come back to his hometown.
Yeah, it's LeBron.
The city that he built.
No, I know, but I think that's the point. It was so overwhelming.
And they came back and rebuilt
off the court.
Bro, how many
then LeBron's calling me a kid.
Y'all seen, but look, well, he was a kid.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, Ox, add it all together. I'm not defending Kyrie. I'm just giving this is the vantage point. Add all this together. LeBron is the dude on the court, the dude off the court, and he's the king of accurate. And he's the promised child to come. And he's the deliverer. And he's the quote-unquote savior. You know, all the stuff they were doing, right? And then add in, when I get on the mic, keep calling me a kid. Yeah. What?
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I understand that. All I'm saying is, like, and now, mind you, we've talked about this before, and I think Kyrie's grown a lot, even from Brooklyn days. Like, just realizing, like, because I said a couple, like, last season or the season before when we were talking about Kyrie, he's just not. He's not built for the NBA as far as mindset, and that's fine. Like I like that he doesn't want people to control every aspect of his life. That's cool to me. Like that's what's up, Kyrie. But this is a lot of NBAs. It's not for some people because of that. But come on, y'all. Like that's the you know how many bands have been split up because somebody shows up to the show like, you know what, I'm not performing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Or y'all should be writing more of the songs for me.
Yeah, what's wrong? What you mean you're not going on stage tonight? They all stay out there waiting for us. Well, you know what? When I got to my dressing room, I liked it this way.
Look,
you called me a kid. Like, well, shut
That's
up.
why AC/DC is what it is. They didn't split up. Like they stayed together. Go ahead.
And to your point, Swiper, when you talk about him being sunned, and he later on, if I'm not mistaken, apologized.
He did.
Apologize. You know what? I was on some nonsense the way I was acting, the way I was. Why? Because I was a kid. I was very immature. I was sensitive. The way I was acting was very childish. I actually should have stayed with the ship. Had I not left, we probably would have been doing something different. Right. Same logic with KD. And to Mars's point, and I know Mars stands on this logic. And to be honest with you, Mars, I have to agree with you, unfortunately. Your idea, if you do win the championship, is to get better every year. That's kind of the idea. I do get that. So if you have a free agent slot open and, I don't know, Shaq is available and you could get him, why are you saying no to Shaq? What the hell?
Yeah.
Why are you saying no? I get that.
To that point, Chill, that's the thing that I've always said even back then. I was like, when the hate was like at its peak, I was like, if y'all's favorite team had an opportunity to get KD, would you not want to get him?
Everybody
So if it's the war, like because it's the Warriors, I get it's OP, whatever, but they have an opportunity to land him. So me, even if I wasn't a Warriors fan, the idea of just watching some great offensive like displays from this unit, right? Different sets and all of that, seeing how KD can come, like Klay Thompson, for example, was never more open than when Kevin Durant was there, right? Because the focal points on Steph, and then the focal points on KD, and then Klay had 14 threes in a game, right? 60 on 11 dribbles, all these things. And you're sitting there wondering how he's doing it. And it's the fact that Kevin Durant is there leaves him more room to knock down more shots on less dribbles. It's crazy.
Zizi, the Warriors were right, Zizi. The Warriors did what they were supposed to do. It's KD that did the sucker shit. Like
I see what you're saying. To that point,
the Warriors did what they were supposed to do.
I got you.
But you know, the Nuggets tried to get LeBron in 2018 when LeBron went to LA. They were literally paying to send them invitations.
Yeah, but swiping the Nuggets
cap space.
Bro.
But I'm saying, but like
the Cavs tried to get KD.
Yeah, like if people said this to me before. Well, if LeBron would have went there, then the titles would have not felt whatever. You know, Jokic winning his first one last year wouldn't have felt the same. I don't care. We would have had 4 of them.
People do not care.
I don't feel bad at all. It doesn't make me feel any way at all. I don't need to debate who's the best player on the team either. It's LeBron and this Jokic. I would have, everybody would have.
Yo, fellas, this kind of brings me to something that I actually was thinking of before the show. We're talking about free agency. We just kind of went back in time. But it's been a couple names that have swirled around throughout the majority of this conversation. And it got me thinking, like, you know, you can change the outward appearance of a man, change his jersey, you can cut his hair off. Chill, he can go from a long beard to a 5 o'clock shadow. But internally, he remains who he is. Like 20 years from now, Mars might not have as much scum in his bag, but he's still gonna have a lot of scum on him. You know what I'm saying?
He'll probably have more, actually. He'll be more of a scumbag as he's gotten older because he'll understand how to manifest that scumbag and get further. So he'll
manifesting scum is kind of crazy.
Yeah. This is why Chill at the top of the hit list.
but ultimately, what I'm saying is like a person is typically who they are. I'm just trying to figure out how we think that we're gonna go through another year, maybe 2. With guys that have shown us who they are and what they do. That is LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, and Kawhi. Do we not think these guys find a way to stack the deck? Do we not think KD finds a way to get with LeBron? Bron finds a way to get with Kawhi? Something like that. Do we think these guys are just going to rot for the remainder of their career?
Don't disrespect Kawhi Leonard, bro.
Well, the last few moves from Kawhi was
they ain't gonna rot, Ron. The only thing that's rotting for Kawhi is his knees. Like, let's be real. Like, that's not. Come on now. So to answer your question, though, if you think that they're gonna team up, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about, hey, why not LeBron, Steph, and KD just say fuck it? If we can find a way, why not? But I mean,
does that move the needle today, though, ZZ?
That's the question. That's the question.
I don't think it moves. I don't think it moves the needle today like it would have moved the needle 6-7 years ago.
Right.
Know? Because we were in that time. We were in that time when that's what it was. Dudes was just jumping on crews and stacking the deck. All right, I get that part, right? And I don't think it moves the needle as much today. We sit up here and we talk about how, and I'm an advocate of it, I don't think James, KD, and Steph should be on the Olympic team. Because I'm thinking, why we need these old dudes in order to win the Olympic gold? What do we need these dudes for? I don't think we need them.
Why? But why?
Because France are doing some scary things, man.
Why should the older players not be on the team? What's that logic?
Why should they be?
Shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they?
For that reason right there.
What's that got to do? They're trying to win.
No, they're old.
I do understand that.
You just told me that LeBron's the best offensive player in the world, Chill. And why are they not with the best offensive player in the world on the team?
I want to make sure I'm clear, Swiper. Did I not say that I thought Joker was the
I never know when you're trolling. No, I never know because you tell me Jason Tatum is top 3, top 5 all the time. So I just want to know when does the troll end? Where does it start? Where does it begin?
Right.
Where does it start? Where does it begin? Let me know. Look, this is your world. I'm just living in the Chill.
Right. So with that being said, with James, even as good as he is as an offensive player, he's still old. And we got younger players in the league that we can build a national team on, like they did in 2008, like they did in 2012, where we can keep this thing going as opposed to continuously every year. Even though we've been winning a gold medal, unlike teams like France, like Spain, where they come in second because they've had their crews together and they've actually built the national team and they've been successful. They just can't beat the Americans. I understand that, but I just feel like we have teams in the league. I feel like we have players in the league that are younger, that we don't need to get a 39-year-old, that we don't need to get a 36-year-old.
Why would I not want my best player on the floor? And he is Captain America. LeBron is the definition of Captain America. Why would I not?
Really?
In this
Maybe
sense,
in America,
yes.
that might be KD.
No, it's
Okay. No, Ron.
well, if we're going off American history for real, sure. If you want every advantage possible in your life, then yeah, KD. But if you want to have the heart of the grit and grind, then it's gonna be Steph, or it's gonna be Bron. You come up from.
I'll give it to Bron. KD, what's his name? The new Captain America.
No, he's not. Don't say that. Don't say that.
He's about to be the new Captain
hold on.
America.
Just to be clear, are you talking about? Are you?
What's his name? Papa Doc.
Are you talking about the historical Captain America? By the way, the first Captain America was black. Just to be clear, I want everybody to understand this. The first Captain America was black, and this came out during the Marvel series. During the Marvel series, because they were testing the actual the syringe stuff, the stuff that Cap got. They tested it on a black man, and the first Captain America was black. That's why this was a restorative process to give it back. I know this is the whole rabbit hole I can go down, but I'm not going to leave it there.
So wait, you're saying that they were testing on him because he was the guinea pig.
So what happened is so Falcon, who's now Captain America in the series, the Cap.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
When they went back to the original Captain America, it was a black man. And the black man was never given the credence as the original Captain America because at the time they did not want to acknowledge that a black man was actually the first super soldier. And so then they gave it to Cap because Cap was a white boy, blonde hair, blue-eyed dude that they could build the product on and they could substantiate and say, this is what America needs. But the original one, the first one that never got acknowledged until the end of the series was a black man. So what I'm saying is, in this instance, this is probably more than likely LeBron is Captain America. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
At almost 40 years old. All right, I suppose.
At almost who you wanted to be, Chill.
Even in the comic books, they was using us for test dummies, is what you're saying?
Yes. But again, just to be clear, Stan Lee, which is why this is why Stan Lee gets the credit he does. Stan Lee was aware of this stuff. So Stan Lee wrote this into his book. He actually created Black Panther as a response to people saying that you need to have less black representation inside of your comics. So Stan Lee wrote a lot of these black characters in response to public outcry about having one too many black superheroes in the first place. So he literally would write that stuff into it.
And do that.
Right. And so Stan Lee responded to all that stuff. Stan Lee was just, pretty progressive for his era.
Well,
anyway.
The point that I was making, Swiper, is when I think about these three guys, sure. And to Kyrie Irving's point, what happened to trying out for Team USA, actually having tryouts and getting the right people? Sure, you might have to cut some people that you may think aren't good for the team, but this guy might be better for the team, especially if we're building an actual national team that we're going to sustain for years. I'm just not a fan of throwing crews together, even though it's been successful for the most part. Sure, it's been successful. I just like the model of what they're doing over in Europe, where these guys have been together for years. That the team that I bring up the most is that 2008 Spanish team that played America in the gold medal game. That was a fucking awesome team, man. With Rudy, not Rudy. I'm sorry, with Paolo, with Pau Gasol, and Rudy Fernandez, and Ricky Rubio. Man, that was and his brother. I think his brother was on that crew too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That was a damn good team, yo. And the fact that they built that team, and America was in a dogfight with them in that game in the 2012 in the 2008 gold medal game. I'm a fan of building something and maintaining it, as opposed to keeping something for 5 minutes and then flipping it. That's just not sustainable. And I feel
but they're trying to win a goal, my brother.
Yeah, Chill. Can you give me the three players that should be replaced by these guys? Please, can you just let me know 3 guys that should be there instead of Steph Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant?
Well, first of all, how the team is built. Who is? And I'm probably on some old school logic with this, because I'm just thinking about how the team is built and how it's sustained. Okay, sure. Have James, have Steph Curry, have KD, have Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Bam. Like, why is Kawhi Leonard on the team? What is Kawhi Leonard doing on this team?
What do you mean? What is he doing?
He missed the whole playoffs. Like,
He's
how
trying to win his first gold medal.
really?
You know what? I agree. Giannis, get off the Greek team. What are you doing?
That's a fact.
Why are we doing that?
Get packed up, buddy. Why you playing for Greece?
Luka shouldn't play. Jamal Murray shouldn't play.
I agree. Yeah.
So Jamal Murray, who actually played in the not just this playoffs, but has a history of doing that. Same thing with all of these guys that have a history of being healthy. That's a spot that's a spot I feel like should go to somebody else when
Like
we can
Brown?
actually we can maybe possibly Jaylen Brown, where we can sustain this, in the future. Like throwing Kawhi Leonard on the crew when Kawhi Leonard, he probably isn't going to play. I'm already on record saying I don't think Kawhi Leonard's going to be in the league after 2 years, in 2 more years, because I don't think his body's going to hold up. But with that being said, we can sustain this with somebody else like Jaylen Brown, like Donovan Mitchell, somebody like that, where we can have somebody on the crew that in 4 years, we're going to have you back again. As opposed to we throwing these dudes on the crew almost as a legacy thing. Yeah, sure, we're trying to win the gold medal, but I just want to build something where it's sustainable.
I feel like with Kawhi, though, like Clippers fans might be mad at the fact that he is playing on the team, considering that he couldn't play in the playoffs this year again.
Right.
So, you know, to that, I saw Stephen A. talk about that, just like how weird it was, because he thought he was just like, how is he not able to go for the playoffs and then magically available to be ready to go for the?
It's not
the
3 months.
Clippers-
That's 3 months later.
Clippers-
That's not magic. That's
It's-
3 months later.
Yeah,
On top of that, let's keep it real, ZZ.
Okay.
Only Steve Ballmer and Billy Crystal care about Clippers fans. Nobody else gives a damn about Clippers fans. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
just to be clear,
just
some
Billy Crystal
Clippers
and
fans
Steve
feel
Ballmer.
sad about it. Like, shout out to my boy Jamal Christopher, dime dropper, both content creator for the Clippers. Yeah, they just seem to be sad about it that Kawhi wasn't available. They think they would have walked the
Dallas
In
Mavericks.
5 swiper,
The Mavericks?
swiper,
Yeah.
in this mini.
I don't know.
Would have kicked them boys' ass.
This the
To
same
answer your
Clipper team
question,
who-
Chill, though, I don't think it's a better 3-and-D guy to slot alongside those guys than Kawhi.
True. You can say
It's not
that.
necessarily a better player. That's the thing. That's what we got to understand. It's not necessarily the better player more than what I'm trying to build, which is a national team. And Kawhi
But they
Leonard
have
is
them,
not.
the young ones underneath though. Jason Tatum is the future of the team. Like they're all there. Like they're all going to be there. Jaylen Brown's going to be there in 4 years from now. He'll be 30. Tatum will be 30. Like that is the future. They're all on the team. Jalen Brunson's going to be there. Anthony Edwards is going to be there.
Which I like.
Who else is
I
on?
do like that. I
You know,
do like
so they have a core.
Bam,
Tyrese.
Jason Tatum,
Yeah, they're
Tyrese Halliburton.
Mhm.
I do like that. But here's the difference, though. The difference is that this isn't like with Magic and Bird in '92. Like Bird was a filler. Bird was a shell of himself. It wasn't like Bird was on the crew in '92 and he was a big part of what they were doing. No, Bird was a filler. Magic was still in his prime. James isn't a filler. Steph Curry is not a filler on this crew. KD are not fillers. These guys are playing a major role on this crew.
And that's why I agree they should be playing, Chill.
Probably because they're better than damn near everyone.
That's why I would say, like, I don't see a problem with 3 top 15
10.
to 12 play. Yeah, 3 top 10 players. I don't see a problem with that being on the team. Granted, I get their age, but like they're here for a reason. And the moment that they announced that they were trying to come and play for Team USA this year, everybody was like, okay.
Only person I got an issue with being on the team is Embiid. That's it. Because Embiid is not he's
Okay,
not American.
Okay.
He needs to be playing for his home country. But outside of that, Chill. But the thing is, Chill, you know how good the world still might win. They might not win. Like America legit still might not win the Olympics. That's how good people are right now.
And the reason why they're as good as you say that they are, Swiper, is because they built something. And that's what I want to do with this national team.
Or they just got Wemby and Rudy Gobert on the front line, you know.
I'm sorry.
Or Canada's loaded, or Serbia's loaded.
Which what did they and let's be clear, Wemby didn't just fall out of a tree. They've been knew about Wemby. Wemby's been on their national team.
Okay, yeah.
Wemby didn't just show up.
Who's that 6'10", 11-year-old over there? Somebody should ask about him.
Right.
Yeah, that's a different thing. And then he played pro in Paris, by the way.
Meanwhile, we got 36, 37, 30, 36, 36, and a 40 and a 39-year-old on the crew. We don't have a 21-year-old that's in college.
Wemby wouldn't be starting on our team either, though.
He would be playing though.
But
Sure.
France have Nicholas Batum.
might mess around.
Right.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Mars. Where is Nicholas Batum in that rotation in France?
He starts for them, does he?
Does he start for them on that French team?
I need a French person to confirm.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
I'm gonna pull up the box score right now
because he could very well be a filler, like Bird was. Like
he definitely plays. Now, if he starts,
he's
I
a
don't
player. He's good. Batum's good.
I
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying they have old players. That's what I'm saying. They have old players.
Yeah.
Like it's not just young guys. I mean, Bilal's there, Wemby's there. They cut Killian Hayes. I mean, that's unfortunate. But like they have he plays, but he doesn't start. Okay, thank you. He plays, but he doesn't start. But he plays. Okay, my fault. But yeah, so they have old guys too. I mean,
that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. But before I'm gonna dive into the whole Olympics thing. We're gonna talk about some of the qualifying games that are going on right now, how exactly that whole thing works, and which teams do we believe may sneak into the Olympics. It's currently 8 Olympic teams right now, and everybody else is fighting for 4 spots. We'll get into that. I just want to shout out our viewers. Encourage everybody to like the video. Shout out everybody that's in the chat right now going crazy. Y'all do your thing. Y'all hold it down, and the chat clears. You already know this. And let me shout out some of our new members as well. I just watched videos. Became a member today. Shout out, I just watched videos. Sakao Malinga also became a member. Shout out Sakao Malinga. Appreciate you for coming through. Andrew G, y'all know the name. Been a member for 9 months. He said still hungover from the Siege chip. JT the man, chill. Hey man, shout out Andrew G. Prod by Dada became a member today. Shout out Prod by Dada. Miracle Airho said Isaiah Bradley is the name, Swiper.
Isaiah Bradley. I don't know.
We'll talk about it in a second when he comes back on.
Sorry.
Isaiah Bradley, Swiper.
What happened? What happened?
Isaiah Bradley is the name, Swiper. Who is Isaiah Bradley?
For the original Black Captain America.
That's fire. Isaiah Bradley, that's a hell of a name.
Is Captain America a superhero?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. If you have to take anything extra that you're like 10 times as strong and fast as the strongest human being of all time, when gorillas are 4 times as strong, yeah. He said, he said swipe and not chill. You see how you just interrupted me?
Chill thinks you have to be born with the powers to be super. That's what
Captain America ain't nothing but a dude on steroids. That's all he is.
Ain't nothing but a dude on steroids.
It just sounds like LeBron is Captain America. That's all I'm hearing. You just confirming to me that LeBron is Captain America.
So Ronnie Coleman, Ronnie Coleman's Captain America.
There's the confirmation. That's all I need.
Ronnie Coleman is not Captain America.
Peak Ronnie Coleman, he was on steroids.
Was he on steroids?
What?
He's huge, by the way.
Chill,
wasn't he Mr. Olympia in like 8 straight years?
Chill, he was like 308 pounds with like 3% body fat.
That was nuts. That's crazy. That's not healthy. That's clearly not healthy.
Well, yeah, his body broke down because of all the weights and stuff that he.
That's doing. Clearly not healthy. But
who's a superhero to you, Chill? Is Iron Man a superhero?
Well, first of all, we have to have some sort of criteria. Let's start.
Here's Chill with his criteria, Mars.
Yeah, we got to have a criteria. First and foremost, you have to have.
Is your superhero game timeless?
May I, if you don't mind, Mars. So, as a superhero, what's one of the most important things as a superhero? What is your superhuman ability? So that eliminates Batman.
Is Iron Man a superhero?
No, he's just a smart dude with gadgets. He's a rich dude with gadgets. That's all he is.
Okay,
that's all he is.
So Batman's off the list. Hulk is off the list.
So you have to eliminate Batman. You got to eliminate Iron Man. You may even have to eliminate Hulk because Hulk is basically a lab rat. That's essentially.
So Spider-Man's gone too.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man got
without that Spider, he ain't nothing but a nerd running around New York.
And Spider-Man,
delivering pizza.
Let's take it a step further than that. You have to be superhuman. Hence the term human, which means you have to have some mortality to you.
So Superman's not.
Bingo! You from another planet. So
Superman's not a superhero.
What
does that got to do with being human? Where did you get that criteria?
Superhuman.
No.
Superhero.
No, superhero.
Right. And one of the parts of being
just to be clear, by the way, because I'm gonna cook you, Chill, because now you're in my world. All right. So Green Lantern, not a superhero. Superman, not a superhero. Spider-Man, not a superhero. Batman, not a superhero. Hulk, not a superhero.
Stop right there.
Wolverine, not a superhero. No, you shut up. Sabretooth, not a superhero.
Go back to Batman. Go back to Batman. Right? Go back to Batman. What'd you say about Batman? What? Not a superhero. He's a vigilante. So keep going.
He's a vigilante.
That's the safe answer.
He's got no superhuman ability. None. He's a vigilante.
So wait. Well, let's do it this way.
His money is his superpower. His money. That's the
So again, Batman. He's a vigilante. Iron Man. He's just a rich dude with gadgets. Right? Who else was I thinking about?
Wait, hold on. Black Panther. Black Panther.
No, he wasn't born like that. He had to drink the stuff.
So he's not a superhero. So you don't like black. You don't like black heroes either.
Whoa! There's a difference between liking something and not being something.
Chill. You don't. Chill. No, hold on. Wait. Everybody mute. No, Ron. Don't let him get this off, Chill. Ron. Do me a favor and put Chill on the screen. I need to ask him a question in the background. Please put Chill on the screen. I have to ask him a direct question.
He's about to call you a black Republican.
No. Wait. Chill,
sir.
Do you believe that a black person can be a superhero
with superhuman ability?
Do you believe that a black person can be a superhero?
I believe that a black person can be a superhero. Sure.
Name a black superhero based on your criteria.
It's all of these dudes.
No.
There's a difference between not liking something and not.
Based on your criteria, would you say Ben Crump is a superhero?
Ben Crump? Does he have any superhuman ability?
What about Static Shock? My
nigga, Static Shock. Yes, sir.
Like for example, Wolverine is a superhero. What's his superhuman ability?
What do you mean? He can heal.
No, the claws aren't. The
claws aren't heal too. He can heal too.
Once again, ZZ, he's got incredible healing power.
Mm-hmm.
Aquaman, what is his superhuman ability?
Honestly, I hate that nigga, so I really don't.
I'm not a fan of Aquaman either, but
what is he be hitting mermaid chicks, man.
Right. What is his superhuman ability?
Banging mermaids.
This is what I'm talking about.
Does anybody like Aquaman? Be real, chat.
Yeah, he's cool. I don't have an issue. It's just he's in the water. Nobody messes with the water creatures.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So if we're doing Hancock, obviously somebody mentioned in the chat, he's a superhero.
100%.
Wait, he's real. I thought that was just a movie.
I did too.
Got books and stuff.
No, they do have like comics. I imagine he's not a part of like a general universe. Like he's like yeah. I mean, but Hancock's a whatever. So somebody said comics. All right. So is there any natural born black superhero anybody's aware of? Because I'm trying to think about this now. Even Static.
I'm asking about Static Shock.
I don't know if Static was born that way though. I feel like something happened to him over the course of time. But so Chill, but how I don't Superman like Kal-El is a variant of a human though. Like so I don't understand how you would not qualify as a superhero.
Somebody just brought up mutants in the chat. What are the Ninja Turtles? Are they just ninjas still? Like they don't got the mutagen would have given them.
They're not humans at all.
I get that Master Splinter was a human in some of the adaptations. I don't even know the real origins of it, but he was a human, got turned into
Storm. Somebody said Storm. What about Storm, Chill?
Yeah.
Storm.
She's got superhuman ability.
Black Adam.
Mm-hmm. Wolverine's got superhuman ability.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Chill, they have to be born that way for you.
This is part of being. This is part of being a superhero.
What other
criteria?
He's making me wonder. I got to ask some other questions. What do you believe? I need to know what else you believe about people that are born a certain way. I need to find out. Do they qualify?
Ron, get up out of here, Ron.
Do they qualify?
Yeah, Swiper, we not doing it.
No,
we definitely not.
Hell no.
But moving along, that was an interesting segment too. I enjoyed it. But moving along, Grizz 12 said, "Do you guys think Memphis has a chance to leap Denver, the Wolves, Dallas, not OKC? DVR lost 3-point shooting and Denver lost 3-point shooting and perimeter defense and athleticism with Brown. Wolves look very beatable versus Dallas with a high-level guard play, and Dallas lost Derrick Jones Jr.
Sounds like you answered your own question.
Dallas got better. I don't think.
Sounds like you answered your own question to me.
What's up with y'all continually hyping Memphis when they just keep losing?
First of all,
they got better.
And not only that, Ox, they get their whole crew back next year. Ja comes back. Desmond Bain comes back. Marcus Smart comes back.
A second-year lead from GGG.
They get their whole crew back next year.
Oh yeah, Zach Edey.
Yeah,
I don't think Zach Edey is ready yet to fill Steven Adams' shoes. I think Steven Adams was very important on that team. I think we sleeping on Steven Adams.
Oh no, we're not sleeping because you know where he is now.
He ain't gonna be. He ain't staying there.
Brandon Clark's finally back, but how is he gonna look? And I like Brandon Clark that he took the whole year off last year instead of trying to like rush back.
I think he did come back. He came back.
He came back and played a little bit.
No one was watching Memphis at that point.
Yeah, see, I really didn't even know that.
You think Memphis is going to be better than Denver next year, Chill?
Why would you do? I wouldn't even have done that. That's
just to see how he was moving. He didn't look bad, to be fair.
Chill, you ain't frozen. Answer the question.
I'm hearing Swiper. I think that they're going to be right back at the top of the Western Conference next year. I do.
In the regular season?
You gotta stop letting Swiper press you like that.
I'm not. Actually,
look me off if you want. Chill. Look me off if you want.
I'm from Jersey. The pressure doesn't bother me.
You hear this? He's
like
from
I was
Jersey.
saying. So like I was saying, I think that
what part of Jersey are you from?
Hudson County. I'm from Jersey.
Hudson County.
Raised. Yep. So the addition of Zach Edey is going to be a lot bigger than you guys give it credit for. I know Zach Edey is going to be a rookie, but the fact that he's the rim protector that they didn't have last year, the rebounder that they didn't have last year. I think he's going to be able to speed the game up for them with his rebounding and with his rim protection. And on top of that, I think he's going to be big for Jaren Jackson Jr., who can be more of a stretch forward now. He's going to be more of a stretch forward now than he was last year. And I think the fact that you can dump the ball into Edey, who can also make mid-post and mid-range shots, I think that's going to be – I think he's going to be huge for Memphis next year. Put your hand down, Swiper, and just talk.
I don't want to interrupt you. So, look, first off, I just want to know. I know plenty of people from Jersey, and I'm just telling you, I ain't afraid of nobody I met from Jersey. All due respect. All due respect. I got love in Jersey. Matter of fact, my name is Love in Jersey. That's all I know. Everybody I know from Jersey. Shout out B More. Shout out to everybody. Love me in Jersey. That's all I know. Shout out my boy Tremaine, college football teammate. Shout out my people in Jersey. Shout out to Pacheco's in Jersey. Shout out to everybody. Listen,
you better check in with Dub before you touch down in Jersey again.
Check in with who?
Dub in there.
Dub is from Jersey.
Dub in there.
That makes sense. That actually makes more sense now that you said that. That makes more sense.
Let's get back to what we just got finished talking about because you brought it up. So where do you see Memphis at, Swiper?
I think Memphis is going to be real good. I think they're going to be
what's real good? What's real?
Hey,
good?
look. I'm not you. I'm not you. You ain't finna press me into
what's
a box.
Real good? At the top 5,
That's the first
top
thing.
3.
I think if they're healthy, Chill. Do you think it's ridiculous to say if they're healthy, they're because of their youth, they're slotted at top 4?
I was actually going higher than that. I think they're top 3 seed.
So Thunder, do you think Thunder, them, and Wolves? Because just the young. Well, let me say young because the Wolves aren't young, but youngish and then defense. You think that's going to be the top of the conference? I don't think we give, and I'm also guilty of this. I don't think we give Ja enough credit for the passer that he is and the playmaker that he is. I think that Ja, because of how dynamic he is, he plays above the rim. I don't think we give him enough credit for the distributor that he is. And I think that's really going to help them. And the fact that he sat on the sideline and actually watched the game this year, I really think that's going to help. I really think that's going to help Memphis. It's two teams that I'm thinking next year, and I've already said this to Mars, I would not be surprised if I saw Houston in the top 5 next year. You're tripping. You go so far, Chill.
No, I'm not going.
Chill. The reason why
I'm not. And the reason why I feel like this, right? The reason why I feel like this is because when I look at Houston, and I feel like they're going to make that jump. In addition to what they already have with the young guys that they have, Jabari getting better, Eason getting better, Sengun, and both him and Green going to be able to play together and understand each other together. I think that this team is going to be, I think that they could be Sacramento from 2 years ago.
Gosh.
I think that they could be that good, considering how they play, and on top of that, how much better defensively they're going to be.
Thunder, Wolves, Memphis, those are 3. And then let's add in
Minnesota,
the Mavs. I'm just saying these are names. These are just names. Mavs, Thunder, Wolves, and then Memphis. So then you got Nuggets, Pelicans.
I think they're out.
Do you think the Pelicans are out? You don't think they're making?
I think they go to other losing Valanciunas, losing Marshall, and losing Larry Nance. That's huge for them. That is huge.
You don't think they're going to get a center?
I'm waiting on them.
Okay, so Kings then, especially if they end up getting BI or one of them.
I think Sacramento
don't
going
need
to be back. I think Sacramento is. I think Sacramento's going to be back next year. But we're talking about a Western Conference. We're talking about a Western Conference.
Clippers. You think the Clippers are done with this roster they have?
I do. I don't
done.
Think I don't think that they're going to not done. Done's not the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure that they're going to make any moves that make them significantly better. I don't.
The Clippers are cooked.
You know, like the Clippers roster is good.
Yeah, and it was good last
year.
Where? Their wings are good. Their defense is good.
Coffee's good. Absolutely.
Coffee? Oh, Amir Coffee?
I like
they got Derrick Jones. They got
you don't like
Coffee?
Oh no, not
you
at all.
didn't like coffee? I
not
did like
all.
coffee.
You don't like coffee?
Of players that play, of players that actually get some minutes, he's down there with Russ as the worst of them.
Wait. Yeah, somebody mentioned where the Suns at? The Suns ain't nowhere to be seen.
The Suns. I'm
wow.
good on Phoenix. I'm good on.
They got some explaining to do. They got some proving and explaining to do.
Regular season teams like the Rockets are going to go all out in the regular season. Like every regular season game is going to be like a playoff game. That's
that's 17.
Even if we're worse than teams like the Nuggets and the Pelicans and the Suns and the Clippers.
Okay,
what about the regular season? A lot more.
What about
serious.
the Spurs? Chill. Are the Spurs outright worse than the Rockets this year?
I still think they're worse than the
Rockets.
They're better than what they were last year.
Amar, you can sleep on me all you want. The Rockets are right next to each other.
I do think the Rockets are better than the Spurs.
Just
from a roster construction.
How from a roster
construction, but I do think
they have Chris Paul that makes up 20 wins.
Yes.
No, it doesn't, Swiper.
Swiper, we talked about this the other day.
30 minutes. You give me 30 minutes a game from Wemby right now and Chris Paul. That's a better two-man game.
Ron, he said CP3 was going to be rejuvenated the other day.
Rejuvenated. wait. Is that Pootie Tang? Rejuvenated.
Well, I know CP3 ain't going to be rejuvenated.
He gonna average. How would y'all be tripping if he averaged 17 and 10 next year?
Yes, I would. That is nuts.
He's gonna average like close to like 9 or 10 assists. I can see that.
He's not getting 17 points.
Here's the $1 million question.
I don't know about 17 points.
Is he going to hold up? Remember, we're talking about
the Rockets finish at the top 5 seed or Chris Paul average 17 points a game?
The Rockets.
The Rockets.
Chris Paul's
that's more likely.
I don't think I just don't see Chris Paul averaging that many points. I see him averaging
16,
like I said, 9 to 10 assists for sure.
13.
Right? They got him on a 1 year, like $11 million deal. So the question that I have, Chill, is are they going to try, if depending on how he plays throughout the first half of the season, are they going to try to flip him at the deadline? That's what I'm wondering, or buy his contract out, depending on how he plays. Because the way I'm looking at it is the reason that they wanted to get a guy like Chris Paul was because they needed somebody that could consistently get the ball to Victor Wembanyama, right, instead of Jeremy Sohan. So Chris Paul being there, the pick and rolls and all of that, I'm interested to see that dynamic. I have no question that he's going to find Wemby, and we're going to see immediate improvement at the start of next year. However, the next question I have is, does it translate to wins? And if so, by how big of a margin? I don't really see it being anything significant. All I see this being is Chris Paul has an opportunity to go out there and get 10 assists a game, potentially be like top 3 in assists, at least in the first half of the season. And Wemby's numbers look a little bit better, but he's actually getting the ball more and is a focal point every possession. Go ahead,
Two things. First, is Chris Paul starting? That was a good question from Drink in the chat. I don't know. I just want to ask him. Okay, be that as it may. Okay, he's starting. Could we stop acting like you need to have a top point guard to give the big man the ball? Like that's not. I'm just tired of this narrative. Like, oh, they can't get him the ball. If he the whole first 3 months of the season, Victor Wembanyama was running around with his hands touching his knees because he wasn't showing. He wasn't coming to the ball. He wasn't going to open spaces. That had nothing to do with Jeremy Sohan. That had nothing to do with Vassell. That had nothing to do with Keldon Johnson. When we do this narrative because we can make a highlight tape of 7 possessions in an 82-game season where they missed the cutter. Like anybody can miss the cutter.
But I've watched San Antonio. San Antonio is not a situation where in fact, I told Mars this, that I was hard to watch them just off the strength of what you said, how they weren't able to get him the basketball.
That's the thing.
He did
you're
dive,
right. No,
he did dive to the paint with his hands up, and they would miss him. How many times he would ask for the ball at the rim, and they would miss him? How many times they would miss him in the dunker spot? Just spaces like that, where they would just miss him in transition.
you're right too on the point of, people putting together highlight packages just to come up with a narrative. But at the same time, the way I'm looking at it is if there are highlight packages and clips of this happening, which there were, you went back and watched games last year. That was a big focal point. With Chris Paul there isn't going to be a question of Wemby getting missed, right? You can't miss a 7'4" nigga. Like his hands up at 3-point line, and Chris Paul's the one that has the ball in his hand. I trust him to get Victor Wembanyama the ball more than Jeremy Sohan, Devin Vassell, or Keldon Johnson in that situation. Now, that's not to say that Devin Vassell didn't get him the ball in certain situations. I think that was Jeremy Sohan more when he had the ball in his hands in transition or what have you, or backdoor cuts from Wembanyama and him legitimately not getting him the ball. I think that problem goes away a little bit more with Chris Paul as the main distributor.
Do y'all think Wemby makes third team All NBA next year?
Say again?
I don't
You
know.
think he can make third team All NBA next year, Ox?
Nobody thought he was going to be.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I think he should for sure. Definitely. Wemby probably will.
Third team.
My thing is this though. Like, how many times have we seen Steph Curry not get the ball when he's wide open? Like, it happens. Without this whole season, it was people being mad because Victor wasn't getting 30 shots. Like that, we can't just build a team by spamming. Give him the ball every time down the court.
I get that
point.
That's
point. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah, I get that point.
So I just don't like the narrative of they're looking Wemby off. Nobody can get him the ball. Like if you guys can't get him the ball, if they can't get him the ball, then you need to just cut everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everybody.
Well,
nobody can play.
There's a difference between not being able to get somebody the ball and being able to get somebody the ball consistently where we're effective as a unit.
Yeah,
that's the difference. And
Man,
it's the same as a shooter. It's the same as a shooter. There are guys in the league who can shoot, that can knock down a shot. Can you consistently knock down this shot to make us effective?
Yeah, that starting five with the Spurs gonna be nice, Joe.
Even to that
CP3,
yeah.
CP3, Vassell, Keldon, Sohan, and Wemby.
To Ox's point, when you talking about getting a big man the ball, that's how we build our unit. Because one, he's going to learn how to pass out of the post. He's going to learn how to be more effective around the rim. Now we get guys around him who can play off of him. That's what a franchise player is. Mm-hmm. And if we don't have anybody to get him the basketball on a consistent basis, we don't know what we have. That's why we got to get somebody in here to make sure that we know what we have. Now we can build around this guy more, as opposed to us not knowing exactly what we had. That's why we got Chris Paul.
Right. Well, one thing about what you said, because I hear you on that, but he better not ever pass that ball out the post. You catch the ball on the block. If I see you pass that ball, come sit with me for a second, young fella.
Well, to Mars's point. What are you doing? To Mars's point.
It's simple. Shoot the ball. Turn around. Shoot the ball.
And I don't want to bring back any trauma with you, Ox, but to Mars's point, yesterday, when we see Shaq with the ball around the rim, Shaq wasn't throwing the ball out. Shaq gets the ball in the post, bucket. And that's kind of the idea with Wemby, who's 7'4", flashing into the post. If we getting him the ball in the paint area, okay, well, if he's not finishing around the rim, okay, maybe that's not his strong suit. Maybe we need to put him somewhere else. Maybe we need to put him in the mid post. Maybe we need to put him on the left block because that's where he is more effective. Stuff like that, as opposed to we don't even know what we have in him because we don't have anybody to get him the ball consistently where his spots are because we don't even know where his spots are.
Do you think they'll trade out Keldon Johnson this year?
Yes.
I hope they do. I really do. Could even Nick
because you like Keldon somewhere else, or you don't like Keldon?
I just don't love his fit long term next to Sohan and Wemby. I think if they had like a different three, even like a Dylan Brooks, honestly.
I'm trying to tell y'all, Keldon's better than Devin. I'm trying to tell y'all, Keldon Johnson's better than Devin Vassell.
It's not that. Mars, hear me out.
Better at basketball. Swiper.
This is what I'm asking, Mars. Hear me out, because I'm not saying that he's whack, but maybe he's a lot better. Like you say all the time, maybe this dude isn't that good. Maybe I'm missing something, and maybe he just isn't as good as I think he is.
You think Keldon's really good?
Mars thinks he's really good.
No. I think Devin Vassell's really good.
I think
that's the dude I'm thinking about. Not Keldon.
I've been trying to get Keldon Johnson off the team for 2 years.
Devin Vassell is the guy I'm thinking about.
I like Keldon.
When Keldon was averaging 22 and Devin was averaging 18, and I had to listen to people who never watched the Spurs game say Keldon was the best player on the team, I was fighting tooth.
Wait, how much better than Keldon Johnson than Grant Williams?
Well, that just
Grant Williams.
Yeah, I'm saying, how much better is he than Grant Williams? That should be his role.
More of a scorer.
Yeah.
What Grant Williams are you talking about?
You know,
Charlotte Hornets legends, Grant Williams.
I'm gonna make both of them.
Swiper, that's 2 violations in the last 10 minutes. It started with
What's the other violation? What did I do?
Chris Paul.
What about Chris Paul?
Chris Paul rejuvenating the Spurs and averaging 17 and 10 and bringing them back.
I'll lower it. I'll lower it for the sake of these trolls up here to 15 and 10. 15 and 10. I think that's perfectly doable for Chris Paul.
That's solid for Chris Paul for real.
You said
that's really good.
Addition was enough to catch Houston.
What?
You said Chris.
What? You heard
it. The team as a whole. I think the team as a whole is going to be right where Houston is.
Maybe
20 more wins.
Hold on, Mark. Where do you think the Rockets are going to be this year? Where do you think they're going to be this year? I don't rank. I don't do lists.
I've said many times. I think we're going to be in the play-in next year. I'm not with you. I don't think.
Do you think the Spurs are going to be in the play-in?
I think they should be trying to lose.
Watch them get another veteran. Watch them get another veteran. It's gonna get scary.
If they get DeMar DeRozan, then we can revisit the conversation.
Okay.
Come off the bench or what? To start.
Well, he'll probably start. They're starting Champagne this year, so he'll probably start.
Why would DeMar DeRozan come off the bench, Swiper?
Because Keldon Johnson's on the team. Who do you want to be on the bench?
Johnson was on the bench this year.
Who's going to the bench?
Off the bench.
No. Let Ox answer the question.
Bro, not DeMar.
Keldon Johnson literally came off the bench this year for Champagne. Keldon Johnson is a bench player for the Spurs.
But he thinks Keldon Johnson better than Champagne.
Well,
he comes off the bench.
This is like one of those Russian dolls where you keep opening it up and the smaller ones come out. So this is what I'm doing to Ox. So Ox, who's the big Russian doll?
Look. What I'm trying to say is this, Swiper. Like, who's going to the bench is Chris Paul. Chris Paul's not starting for the basketball team this year, bro. Like,
who's starting at point guard? Trey Jones?
Probably.
Devin Vassell can start at point guard if we got to. All right, like Chris Paul's not starting for me at point guard in the year of 2024
for $11 million.
Yo, Wemby, you want to run point?
$11 million is pennies.
No, it's not.
What's up, Wemby? You want to run point?
What you mean? The only person making more money than Chris Paul on that team is so you got Keldon, Vassell. I don't even know how much Wemby's making this year on his rookie contract.
Rookie deal.
Vassell's getting paid.
Oh yeah, someone said Stephon Castle. You guys just ignoring that.
That's right.
He's not starting.
I don't know if he's ready to start, but I know. I forgot they got him. Who else did the Spurs grab so far?
They traded for.
And they got Juan Nunes in the draft, but I don't know if he's even going to be.
So out of free agency, they've only gotten.
Have you seen Wemby dribble full court, Ox? You don't want him playing point guard.
I don't want Chris Paul playing at all. So.
Wemby making more money this season, the 24-25, the 25-26, and the 26-27 season than Chris Paul.
The first overall pick salary more than 11 million.
Mm-hmm.
He's making first overall pick is more than 11.
This season that just passed, he made 12. Next year he's going to make 12.7. The year after that he's going to make 13.3.
That's a lot of money, bro.
The year after that he's going to make 16.8.
Chris Paul is ancient.
I didn't know if first overall picks were getting more than 10 million.
Bruh, you and Chris Paul are the same age, Ron. What are you talking about? Y'all are.
I'm ancient. I'm an artifact. Okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, Cade's salary was over 10 million. Okay, so I wonder what year.
Look, man, I'm just telling y'all, bro. I think the Spurs are gonna be nice. I think Chill is gassing this whole thing. But again, I've learned that Chill is the master of exaggeration. I should hear.
No, he is not. I am not an embellisher. No,
yes, you have. You have embellished. No. You've embellished now the Rockets. You've embellished LeBron. You've embellished JT. You embellish all the time. You embellish Rudy Gobert post up. I heard you do this. You do these things.
Post up again.
You do these things.
I did not embellish Rudy Gobert.
Yes, you did. Why doesn't he get the ball more? They need to give him the ball more.
Misrepresented. Okay, but you.
Should somebody please pull up the clip from that episode in February? I remember it because we were looking at you like you were crazy.
Exactly, you were. Even though I felt like I was right because he.
You felt like you were right.
Yeah, around the rim, he should have been getting it, but not post touches. Like you misrepresenting what I said. That's what you do. You're making it sound like I was like, yo, 34 slice, we going to Rudy on the box.
I didn't say that. But even Rudy touching the ball to go score. What are you talking about? Why would I do that?
Like they were going to Rudy.
He's not even going to do it in France
against Joker.
So you were still right on that take. All
right. See, and Ox was the one that was with you, and I knew both of y'all. I knew both of y'all were in the same clown wagon. I knew both of y'all was two pieces in the clown wagon.
No, I'm not. This is unbelievable.
Swiper. I had to go through this all last summer with Damo and the Pistons. And so what I'm trying to say is He said the same thing you're saying about the Spurs is the same thing he was saying.
No, it's not even close to the same.
Dumbo.
That Pistons team's not
Dumbo.
It's eerily. See, now you got me calling you Dumbo. It's eerily similar. I'm telling you. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save you from this take, and I'm trying to save you from going down this road.
I just don't think the Rockets are going to be. I think both of them be battling for the play-in. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I said. That's all I said. This could be 11th and 10th. This really is the conversation. They could be down there with the Warriors and the Lakers this year. That's all I'm saying. It could be the Spurs, Rockets, Warriors, Lakers, all fighting it out for the bottom of the conference. Unless somebody trades for Laurie. If they get Laurie, now what, Chill? CP3, Laurie, Devin Vassell, Wemby.
Laurie with Chris Paul, even though Chris Paul is ancient.
You guys leave Chris Paul out of this. We can say Devin Vassell, Laurie, and Wemby.
Does Laurie make them a playoff team? I like Laurie as a fit. I do like Laurie as a fit. But does he make them a playoff team or even a play-in team? Because they're clearly trying to win if they get Laurie. They're not. So
they're gonna have a top 10 player next year, a top 30 player next year, a top 45 player in Devin Vassell, and then Coach Pop.
And who's this top 10 player you're talking about?
Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, okay.
By the end of next year, I think so.
To say he was third team, that he could be a third team All NBA performer. None of us up here, including you, Mars, had Victor Wembanyama as a first team All League defender this year. None of us did. So you did not, Mars. Do not sit there and say that you had Victor Wembanyama.
At what time of the year?
Before the season started.
I said he would lead the league in blocks.
I said that too. I ain't gonna.
Does not make him a first team All League defender.
No, we never did. We never did a preseason All Defensive team, but I know he would have been on one of them.
That does not make him a first.
I said Wemby was coming. I said Wemby was coming into the league as one of the best defenders in the league. I said
at the start of the.
And now I said the offense wasn't going to be very good. Mm-hmm. But I know for a fact, and I was wrong about that, but I know for a fact I said the defense was going to be impactful straight away.
So think about it. Think about it like this, because going into the season, swear to God, like on my life, I said he had the potential to not only win Rookie of the Year, but DPOY. So that would mean at the same time, I would assume. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say it. I didn't say it flat out.
We never did a preseason All Defensive rosters.
Well, let me say this right now.
I said
Wemby next year is averaging 25, 11. Lowering the rebounds. 11.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
2.
For what? Blocks?
Assists?
No, not blocks.
Oh,
that's not crazy.
25, 11, 4 assists. 4 assists. I say 2 over 2 blocks. I'm just saying over 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 1.3 steals.
Okay.
1.3 steals, and he's gonna shoot 50, 35, 78.
That's a second team All Pro.
I mean, it depends. If they win 25 games,
I think that's a second team All Pro. If they win more with him doing that, that's a second team All Pro.
Oh, see, trust agree with me. Yeah, I did say Wemby was going to be that good defensive. Man, I know ball, man. I know ball. Apart from the offense, I didn't know ball in the offense.
Wemby going to be in conversations. What does Wemby have to do to become your JT? Chill.
What does he have to do?
Be American.
Yeah, like to become like your guy you're standing for.
Play 2 more seasons.
Well, he's got to play a little bit more. And number 2, I don't think that all he's got to do is play. I'm on record saying that Wemby is the future of the game. That's what the league is about to look like in a couple of years.
But when do you go hard for him like you do for JT and Bron? Like, do you think he becomes your dude?
Well, it's going to take some year. I mean, JT is in year 7. So it's not going to be. I'm not like Mars where, after year 2, this dude is the standard at the 5 spot. No, I ain't doing that.
Well, sorry that I can recognize it.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not doing that.
I guess it's an innate ability that I can just
I have to see it on a consistent basis for me to be like, all right. But I think Wemby is the future of the league. I do.
Fellas, speaking of Wemby, we're going to go ahead and transition into these Olympics. I know we all seen Wemby play last night. Before we talk about that, though, we got swipe later.
I gotta go to the airport. What's up?
Before you leave, I'll see you in a couple weeks in the PCL. What is the PCL? I'm glad you guys asked that.
Use the segue swiper. That's crazy.
Player's Choice is doing something that I know you guys are not gonna like. You're gonna love it. Starting on the 24th of this month, that will be the kickoff opening date. PC is officially starting the NBA Debate Battle League. What is the PCL? Well, it's gonna be some of you guys up here. Well, actually, everybody up here is competing in it. And some of you guys' other favorite basketball personalities. It'll be an opportunity for everybody to come and showcase their knowledge, passion, debating skills, context bending, all of that good stuff. This is our first ever event like this, and it's gonna be a 7-week competition. It's gonna be hosted on playback, and ultimately, the winner will get $1,000.
Well, I would like my name going into this tournament, this Tekken style tournament, to be Howering. That's my dude on Tekken. I win him all the time, so I'm Howering. Chill can be Eddie.
Can
Mars.
I be Black Panther?
Who?
Eddie.
Yeah, you can be.
Let me
Yo,
be
Chill.
Black
You're
Panther.
Eddie. You're Eddie. You're Eddie.
Who the hell is Eddie?
Ox will be
I'm not-
King.
You apparently.
Nah. I want to be what's his name? What's his name again? They just said it in the super chat. The original Black Panther. The original
Isaiah
Captain
Bradley?
America. Isaiah Bradley.
No,
I'm Isaiah
no,
Bradley.
Hanzo. Mars is definitely Panda. Mars is Panda. Chill is Eddie. Ox is King. Ron, I don't know who Ron is. Y'all gotta tell me who Ron is. I'm definitely Howering though. So that's a fact. We winning.
Who's your worst nightmare?
Probably Jin, but like Jin fully actualized. So
Who actually is that in real life?
Well, is everyone that's a part of the PC thing participating, or just like who's not participating?
I
Who do
can't
you
wait
not
to
wanna
drop
see?
the actual bracket next week, so I can show you guys what the group play is gonna look like and what the schedule is gonna look like. I might actually just do that live. We might either do that live on the panel, or we might do it on playback. You know how NCAA does the selection Sunday. I can't wait to do that. But
So, what is winning this argument based on? By the way, they're just going to be emotion and like energy. How's this work? Logic? What is it based
First
on?
of all, debate. You only win debates with facts. That's
That's
the only
not
way
true.
you win.
Have you
That's
seen
not true at all.
Have you seen you talk? Have you seen you talk?
I've actually heard me talk, and I come with a lot of facts. So
Talk to him, Chill. Talk
yes,
to him,
I
Chill.
do. I come with a
Talk
lot
to
of
him,
facts.
Chill.
That's why I have the reputation that I have.
You've been telling me for months the same thing over and over, presenting no information other than what somebody did 2 years ago.
That is not true. That is
All right.
not
What
true.
they did 2 years ago factual?
And not only is it factual,
Not relevant for this discussion this season.
absolutely, and that's the problem that we have with you, Swiper. See, Swiper,
With me? Wait, what do you mean? That's the problem we have with you. You see, that's your problem. That's your thing. I don't need help. I don't need help.
I don't need help.
You always need help.
You
see, did you see that? That's the problem we have with you. Meaning there needs to be. This ain't Drake versus Kendrick. This ain't Drake versus Kendrick. I don't need no assistant. I don't need no assistant to cook you. Raisin Man. Goodness gracious, Eddie. Stay in your lane, Eddie.
You can't see what's going on past the fall. You can't see what's going on past the trees. You only go off what's going on right now. You are the dude that's not checking the chick credit. You are the dude that's
checking
not
her
checking
credit.
the chick. You are the dude that's
checking
not
her
checking
credit.
who her friends are. You
Swiper,
are the
you
dude
always
that's
check
not,
credit.
You are the dude that's not seeing who this chick hang out with. You the dude that's just looking at what's going on right now. That's not how it works.
I just said, didn't I just say I got a name in your city? People know who I am in your state. So obviously, matter of fact, when I come to Jersey, you check in with me. You check in with me when I come to Jersey. How about that? You check in with me. I'm gonna come through to Jersey. Everybody know who I am already. They go like, who's Chill? Who is Chill?
Nobody has.
Who's Chill? We don't know. No, Chill. Guess what? Guess what? You know what your rep is? You know what your rep is? Your name is Clarence. Your name is Clarence. You grew up in a good home with 2 parents. That's what your name is. You went to private school.
I did go to private
That's a
school,
flex.
man.
That's a flex. That's a flex.
I did
Private
go
school,
to
2
private
parents.
school,
That's a
as a matter of
flex.
fact. Yes, actually, I went to Catholic school, but yeah, I did go to Catholic school. Yes, sir, I did. 100% I went to Catholic school. Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
That's how best friends talk to each other.
Wow. Yeah, when we juicing, we getting the content going 1,000%. I respect. That's my elder. That's my brother. That's my elder. Shout out to you.
Swipe up because of that. If you run into Chill, I don't think he's gonna take it easy on you. I just don't.
Even though it's my best friend, I'm straight choking him out. 100% I am. I'm gonna put his lights out. And this is my best friend, by the way. Yes, I'm turning his lights off. 100% I am.
Turning his lights off.
100% I'm turning your lights off. Absolutely I am. I'm turning your lights off.
Canceling Chris.
And the reason why,
Teddy Pendergrass?
No, not like Teddy Pendergrass. No, like this light right here.
Give me the context.
Like this light.
Ron, give me the context.
You see how enhanced I am with this light? This is what I'm doing to you. That's exactly what I'm doing.
For what reason, though? For what reason?
Because I don't think you respect me as a debater, so I'm gonna have to show you.
Of course, I respect you as a debater.
I'm-
You're the
I'm
best
gonna
debater
have
on the
to
show.
I'm gonna
You're the
have
best
to-
debater on the show.
Swiper, what you
business.
know about Teddy P, man? What you know about
That's
Teddy
my
P
dog.
grass,
And for the
man?
record, real quick,
Close
Swiper,
the
before
door.
real quick, before you go, I'm the biggest Teddy Pendergrass fan. I'm the reason
That's
why
my
I'm here.
dog.
I'm the reason why I'm here is because of Teddy. I'm 100% confident Teddy is one of the main reasons why I'm here. I'm sure.
On the platform?
No, on the planet. I'm one of the main.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
Well, what year were you
chill,
born?
Teddy gonna be the reason somebody else here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm one of the. I'm confident.
What year were you born?
In 73. Yeah.
I feel like you more like this candy.
No.
Well, maybe some Earth, Wind, and Fire. September.
It was Teddy P. Teddy was around with the.
That was an era. Chill. Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green. I mean, that was an era. That was an era. My father's quite a bit older than you are. So I grew up on like even 16 Candles.
I think it's interesting that Mars says that I was born in 1873. Yo, I look fantastic to be 150 years old.
No, I was typing on my
me
phone.
out.
I was typing on my
Check me
phone,
out.
right?
I'm
And
just
nine
saying.
and 8 are right next to each other on the keyboard. That's not
I
my
think
phone.
that I look fantastic for a dude that's 150.
I meant to type 19. They're right next to each other on the keyboard. That's
I'm
not my
just
fault.
saying.
Yeah, that's.
Who's the oldest person in the chat, Ron? Of all the musicians in the old, like from the day, who do you think the oldest musician they know who is? Maybe you think Michael Jackson is the oldest one that they're familiar with?
That they
Drake.
listen to?
She said Drake.
Elvis.
Yeah, I would probably say Elvis. Yeah.
I don't know
Elvis,
Elvis.
yeah.
Probably Nas.
Nas. Yeah, it's
I
probably
don't
the
know
'90s rappers. Yeah.
There's some people in the chat.
I know
that listen to
Elvis. I know. Oh, you mean listen to them? Oh, no, man. Okay.
Mars is a Swiftie. Mars only listens to Taylor Swift. He's already made that shit.
How old is Lauryn Hill?
L Boogie, I think she's around 50. She's dope too, by the way.
I didn't even listen to her like that, honestly, because she after that. I mean, because I grew up in gangster rap, so she wasn't even like my person per se.
But you did go to private school.
I did go to private school. I
And the
1000% went to private school.
In a two-parent
Oh, that's where this beef is coming from. Y'all went to
It
rival
started- yep.
private schools.
Catholic schools.
Okay,
It
I
started
get
with
it,
the
I
Catholic
get it.
schools. That's where it started.
Rival
Mhm.
private school. Is tough.
Yep.
You know how that go, Mars.
Oh man.
I went to IMG before it was IMG. I'll say it like that.
With the IMG of Denver?
Yes.
Oh, out there, because y'all got that one like Olympic thing out there
Yep.
where all the weightlifters and stuff go. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where you
Yeah,
heading,
but
Swipe?
we're a football state though. We're not a basketball state. We don't have hoopers in
Right.
Colorado like that.
Where you
My
heading, Swipe?
boy,
I gotta catch a
um,
plane too, by the way. I gotta catch a plane today
My
too.
boy
Where you
went
heading?
Today too.
Where you heading, Swipe? Because you said you gotta catch a plane. Because I gotta catch a plane too. But where you heading today?
I'm going to Florida. I'm going
Nice.
to Florida this weekend.
Nice.
I don't know if y'all anybody in Florida. None chat.
I'm in Florida. It's your best
Yeah,
friend. How
but-
come you ain't tell me?
But the moment Chill's leaving is the moment Swipper's arriving. Interesting.
Unbelievable, isn't it, Mars? And this is my best friend, right? This is what's going on. Like,
Interesting, yeah.
if I was coming to London, I would say, Mars, hey, I'm coming to London, Mars, in a couple of days.
Mars don't
And
live
I
in
would
London.
phone up. That's not the point.
Yeah, I'll be like, congratulations, you're going to London. I don't know why you're telling me, but I mean, I guess, yeah.
If I
I'll be
was-
like,
if I was
Mars,
coming
get
to the
them fish
UK,
and chips ready, man.
If I was coming to the UK, I would say,
Fish and
if I was coming
Hey,
to
Mars,
Portland,
run the fish and chips.
I'd pick up the phone and go, yo, Big Ox, I'm gonna be in the Portland area. I would do that. My best friend over here is coming down to South Florida and wouldn't even tell me.
I'm not in the same part as you though. I'm not in the same part as you.
We're not best friends. That's the problem.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm delusional and thinking.
Let me
about
say
our
it like
friends.
this. Remember I told y'all about that salsa? Remember I told y'all about that salsa? I'm telling y'all. This conference going on. It's about to be on.
I don't.
It's about to be on. Chill, about to be on.
I'm picking up what you putting down. Swipper.
Hey,
Show
about to
me
be
picking it
on.
up.
Let me talk to you about it, chill. About to be on.
That Spanish. That's dangerous, man. I wish I could say that I was in the Spanish pool, but that's like crack. Whatever they put in crack cocaine, that's what's in that.
Sure, I'll be in the deepest end of the pool. I'm gonna just put it like that. All right.
That Spanish flavor is dangerous. You got to be very careful when you dip into that. And when you dip into that flavor, you got to be very careful because it's very addicting. Let me just put that out there.
Man, y'all just see you can't be scared of it, man. Wrap it in the tortilla and go crazy. You know what I mean? That's
All
what
right,
I would
on
advise
that
you
note,
to do.
Ain't
Latest
nothing wrong
wife,
with
good to
a
see you,
taco
brother.
too. Yes, Hanzo, you're right. I can't swim. So that furthermore lets you know what's going on. But all right, y'all, let's go ahead and
man.
talk about these Olympic qualifying games. So as of right now, just to add some context of what's going on with the Olympic Games in Paris this year, it's 4 qualifying groups with a bunch of teams that are or countries that are trying to get into the Olympics, essentially. Right now, it's 8 teams that have qualified already. Those teams include France, Canada, Australia, South Sudan, Japan, Serbia, Germany, and of course the US of A.
Is it crazy? Like a lot, because I'm assuming I didn't check the whole roster, but I'm assuming a lot of the guys on the Australian team from South Sudan, right? I mean, I know a lot of like the Sudanese refugees. That's where they went is Australia. I think that's pretty. Like, I'm not sure if there's a correlation. Maybe some of the guys that were on the Australian team went back to go play for their home country or something. Do y'all know anything about that? Or?
All I know is we're gonna see Wenyan Gabriel in the Olympics.
Shout out Wenyan Gabriel.
That's all I know. I don't know anything else about who's on more rosters or whatever the case. So
of these teams, they have to win their group play. And these are some of the groups. You got Group A, Slovenia, obviously Luka, New Zealand, Croatia. Then you got Egypt, Greece, Dominican Republic, Georgia, Philippines, Latvia, Brazil, Cameroon, Montenegro. And these are all different groups. These groups consist of 3 teams. Mexico, Ivory Coast, Lithuania, Italy, Puerto Rico, Bahrain, Lebanon, Angola, Spain, and then Finland, Poland, and the Bahamas. So of those teams that countries that I just listed, only 4 spots are available. So we'll see how that shapes out. But we'll kind of just keep everybody updated. I know you've seen a lot of you guys seen Giannis last night. Greece, they did win their game. They are 1-0 right now, and I think they only played 3 games. And so of that 3 games, based on a point differential, you get to advance into another round. And so the semifinals actually start tomorrow. So we'll know tomorrow who's in the semifinals in their groups and whatnot. And then Sunday will be the final. So on Monday, we'll know the teams that get to advance.
Who did Greece beat yesterday?
Dominican Republic, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Cat and Hofford wasn't there, were they? No.
Chris Duarte was there. He had 26 points.
There? Okay. So
I think Giannis didn't miss a shot. I think he had like 32 on 11 of 11 shooting or something.
That's incredible. That's Giannis, though. Giannis will do stuff like that. So with this qualifying, like you just said, Ron, we already got the 8 teams that have already qualified for Paris. That's France, that's US, that's Canada, Australia, South Sudan, Japan, Serbia, and Germany. Of these 8 teams, I'm sorry. Of these 8 teams, who is the best? USA is the best team, right?
Yes.
Okay, so who's the second best team? Because I'm looking at this crew. Is it Canada or is it Germany? Because I think it's Germany.
But hold on.
I'm having trouble with that one.
Well, we can't not just leave Serbia out of this.
Well,
no,
we can absolutely not.
We can leave them out. Yeah,
why?
Serbia, France, Canada, Germany, all of them.
I was told, so as of right now, I think it's still probably a consensus that Jokic is the best player in the world.
Right.
I was told
he's the best player in the NBA. Yeah, best player in the NBA.
With that, I was told that the Nuggets will always be in contention because they have the best player in the NBA.
Right.
Why does that not apply for the Olympics?
Different basketball.
He's playing with other NBA players, Ron.
The Boston, yes.
Not to say that the Serbian guys aren't great basketball players, and I know a few of them are in the NBA as well. But I mean, it's still different. I mean, I'm not going to try to be naive here and pretend like I think that all those guys are as good as NBA players.
No. Most of them are pretty good. This is the point I'm trying to make to you, though. Serbia got a squad because I know the guys that they got that play over there.
I understand that, Ron, but I'm still not going to be naive and act like they're better.
Wait, so are they one of the 8 teams that are already in the Olympics?
Yeah.
So wait, who are the other teams? So USA, Serbia. Who else is already qualified?
It's France, US, Canada, Australia, South Sudan, Japan, Serbia, Germany.
Okay, and everyone else is fighting for 4. So Greece have to fight to get in.
So the other 4 teams is Greece. think I got that wrong. Yeah, I know Greece. Yes, Greece is fighting for an opportunity to get in. I saw that Angola team,
and Slovenia's fighting to get into.
Yeah, and they lost too. It's actually
they lost to Croatia.
Right? Uphill. Yeah, it might be an uphill battle for Luka might not make it.
Yeah,
and he's the top 5 player in the world, right?
Well, it's different though, Mars. This is different. Luka don't really got no running mates with him. It's kind of like Luka got the first year, his first year Mavericks, maybe second year.
They that bad? Wow.
Yeah, they're
Now wait a minute though, Ron. Those that first year Maverick team, like this Serbian team, this is international basketball. So these guys know how to play the international game. It's different than the NBA game. It's a lot more ball movement. It's a lot more action. So even though Luka still shit, I think he had an 8 for 23 game a couple of nights ago, which would explain why they weren't really in the rhythm that they need to be in. But this is a different brand of basketball playing in the Olympics. It's different rules, different pace, different offense. So in terms of a talent, sure, you might be able to distinguish the two, but this is a different team.
The chat
but
of the Greece, that's what the
of the 4 spots left, right? So there's 4 spots left. Don't forget France gets automatic. They're in automatically, right?
Yeah.
So there's still Greece, Slovenia, Italy, Spain, Lithuania, Latvia, DR, Puerto Rico. All these teams that haven't qualified. There's only 4 spots left.
So, well, Slovenia are playing Greece, is what I'm reading in the chat. So one of them isn't making it. I'm assuming.
Okay.
So
they're in the
same group. Giannis or Luka aren't making it.
They're in the same group.
Be in the Olympics.
Oh, I'm just Hanzo said they're in the semifinals playing each other. So
yeah. Well, one of them has to play each other, but they're in the same group that has to. So remember when I was listing all those countries? It's group A and B. They have to come together. The 2 top teams from each of those come together and play in the semifinals and the finals, and only one of those teams gets out. So essentially, like how I was saying, Group A and B, which is Slovenia, New Zealand, Croatia, Egypt, Greece, Dominican Republic, only one of those teams is gonna make it out. And then the next group is Georgia, Philippines, Latvia, Brazil, Cameroon, Montenegro. Only one of those teams is gonna make it out.
Just one of those 6 teams.
Yeah. Mexico, Ivory Coast, Lithuania, Italy, Puerto Rico, Bahrain, one of those teams. And then last but not least, Lebanon, Angola, Spain, Finland, Poland, Bahamas. Only one of those teams.
No,
so unfortunately, you're not getting Luka and Giannis in the Olympics. You might get one. You might get neither. That's okay. Interesting.
Now that Bahamian team has Buddy Hield, DeAndre Ayton, and Eric Gordon.
And
VJ Edgecombe, but he's not in the league. But
who?
VJ Edgecombe.
Okay,
Baylor next year. Yeah, he been hooping.
And who else you said, Ron?
He has been balling. Klay Thompson.
Has Klay played?
I don't know if he's played. I know he was like practicing with him and stuff.
Yeah, I know he was practicing. I don't know if he's played. Maybe he'll play if they make the Olympics. I don't know. Maybe he has played. Maybe I'm just trying right now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him though.
Somebody's favorite players aren't going to be in the Olympics. Just
that's unless your favorite player is Wemby.
Yeah, well, he's died. They're automatic. But then because Laurie plays for Finland or Latvia, Finland, right?
Yeah, he's not playing though.
Is he not playing this year?
No,
he's not playing in the Olympics. Or he's not playing in the qualifiers.
Well, if he don't play in the qualifiers, they ain't playing in the Olympics,
right?
But I don't think he's playing at all.
Why is he playing for Latvia? I mean, he's Swedish. Well, they don't have a national.
No, he's playing for Finland.
Finland.
He is Finland. I thought
Finland.
he was Swedish. I'm sorry. I thought Laurie was from Sweden.
Yeah, it's all the same. Europe.
No, it's not, Mars. It's not true.
Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Especially up there, it's like you a Viking anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
let's get a Viking squad.
Oh, Haitians and Jamaicans are not the same. What are y'all doing?
Might as well.
Oh my gosh.
Semantics. You know
no, it's not.
Yeah, semantics. Really the same for. But I want to see. I'd rather see Greece in the Olympics than Slovenia.
Oh, that's KP. That's Latvia. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Slovenia has to win today, though. They have to beat.
Apparently, they did. Someone said they've already won. That's why I read. Someone said they won. Luka had a 37-point triple double today.
Did he?
That's what I'm reading. What Hanzo said. If
Okay.
Hanzo's lying to me, he lying to me.
Does Lithuania play today?
No. Lithuania played yesterday.
Is Valanciunas playing?
I'm not sure.
These teams don't care about qualifying for the Olympics for real. That's all I'm hearing. Except Slovenia and Greece. Everyone else don't care. They chilling.
So the Olympics are at the end of the basically at the end of this. It starts on July 24th, I think, is when the Olympics start.
Sometime I want to say the first game is 28.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and
somewhere.
And I think it goes to the end of August, if I'm not mistaken, or the middle of August. So we should have some good action with these Olympics. I still don't think that we understand the importance of these other countries and how they take international basketball, how big of a deal it is to them. That's why I have such a problem with, the U.S., even though they winning. Yes, I get that. How they throw these crews together. These teams over in other countries, like Mexico has a team that's trying to make the Olympics. They're serious about it, right? The Philippines, Bahrain, they got a team that's a war-torn country. These teams are trying to make the Olympics. This is a big deal for them. Right? I didn't even know that the Bahamian team had a national team. I didn't even know that until I found out about, I know Rick Fox is from the Bahamas, but for the most part, I didn't even know that they had a national team down there. So the fact that they're constructing these units to make it to the Olympics tells you how important this is for other countries, how big a deal this is for Iran, how big a deal this is for countries like the Philippines. I remember when the U.S. lost to Puerto Rico. Hey, Ox, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was pissed. And you know why I was pissed? Because there's a hood that's like maybe 10 minutes down the road from where I live. And I'm thinking to myself, in this hood, this is where the Puerto Ricans live. And I'm thinking to myself, what they did was they got a bunch of dudes from 13th Street Projects to beat us. That's what they just did. They just went and got a bunch of dudes from 13th Street Projects, came to the hood, and went into the Olympics. So
they balling over here on 13th Street. They got some.
Obviously they are.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously they are. Because these dudes, a bunch of Puerto Ricans just beat up on us. That's what happened. So, I mean, they obviously take the Olympics serious, and with them taking the Olympics serious, I want us to be, I feel like, more on that page. Not that we don't take it serious, but in terms of building it, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking more than anything.
Chill, I think they do take it serious. It's just like, it seems like we don't take it serious because we're kind of really that good. Like, like when you have a player that he's out there playing, but it's like, he's not really trying hard. Like, sure, you just scored 30, but you kind of like, you talking to the crowd, you out here laughing. It seems like you joking, but you really not. You're just that good where it seems like,
Sure.
it seems like you're not trying hard.
You also just have more choice than every other country. Yeah, you have more players to choose from than everyone else. So if you don't pick Devin Booker, it's like
not China.
Well, in terms of the top player, I mean, population-wise, sure. But in terms of like the actual players available, like you guys, you didn't take Devin Booker, you took Anthony Edwards. Like, whereas the French national team is kind of like, who are we gonna take? We have maybe 25 people for 15 spots. There's less people are going to complain that Killian Hayes gets cut. Whereas on Team USA, you cut Tyrese Halliburton. Like, it's just it's more of a big deal because you have more players to choose from that some good players aren't going to make it. Whereas the other countries, it's like all their good players are going to make it. So I guess it looks like they're taking it more serious because none of their good players get left out. Whereas in Team USA, the good players get left out because there's so many good players to choose from. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could technically throw in a USB team.
We do. It's the team that's going up against the Olympic team. That's the what do they call them?
The select team.
The select team. That's what I'm thinking about. Them.
Yeah.
Well,
Even the select team, though. The select team is like our C or D team.
It might be.
Who's on that crew?
Amen Thompson's there and Jabari Smith is there. That's all I know. Well, they're going to be there. That's all I know. I don't know who else is there. I just pay attention to Houston Rockets. I think Cooper Flagg's there. I don't know.
Yeah, the select team is still a group of young guys. You still don't have where's De'Aaron Fox right now? Where's Evan Mobley right now? Or not Evan Mobley, where's Jared Allen? Where's, guys like that?
They have Langston Galloway on the select team a couple times. He's old.
It's a whole tier of guys. Where's Jimmy Butler? It's a whole tier of guys that just get skipped over and then you go straight to the select team. I'm talking about that B tier. They would come and
So like Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brown.
Yeah,
right. That's what I was about to say.
Jalen Brunson,
with the select team, you got Jalen Duren, Cooper Flagg, Galloway, Nigel Hayes Davis, Trace, Jaime Jaquez, Brandon Miller, Trey Murphy, Keegan Murray, Podziemski, Mikhail Potter, Peyton Pritchett, Jabari Smith, Jalen Suggs, and Amen Thompson.
My God, Canada's beating the hell out of that team.
No, it's a good team. Amen Thompson going to carry
it is.
Amen Thompson would carry that team, but it's cool. It's what it is.
You think Canada smokes them, Ox?
What?
Yeah, but that's because
I think all of those teams like Australia, Canada, France, Serbia, Lithuania, Germany, they all beat the dog out that team. Chill.
Nah, Amen Thompson would have let that happen.
I think he would, Mars. I don't think
ain't nothing he can do.
Ain't nothing he could do when he averages that quadruple double. Okay.
In turnovers,
points, rebounds, assists,
and what steals?
3-point percentage, 10% from three. Yeah, 10% from three. Yeah.
Only thing a man can do is get out of Keegan's way.
Sorry, Mars.
Damn.
Sorry.
Well, okay.
Sorry, Mars.
Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I want France to win the Olympics, so there's that. I'm rooting for France.
Well, they if I'm not mistaken, Mars, they finished with the silver in 21. They ended up losing to America. This is when which by the way, the theory that when you play in the Olympics, how much better you get the next year. I mean, we saw Rudy Gobert in the Olympics in 21. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won the Defensive Player of the Year the next year. And we saw what Rudy was. If we saw what he was doing, I don't know where this theme comes from, but 9 times out of 10, when these players play in the Olympics, somebody off that crew has a career year the next year. Somebody. It happened in '93 with Barkley. In 2000, if I'm not mistaken, I think Chris Webber got busy the next year. Ended up making. I think he led the league in rebounding. Chris Webber wasn't on the Olympic team in 2000. I think it was Vin Baker. It was either Vin Baker or Kevin Garnett. One of those two guys.
Shout out to Vin Baker.
Yeah, that had a career year. 2004, we were just awful. And in 2008, James ends up winning the league MVP the very next year. In 2012, 2016, I think that was Kevin Love and Kyle Lowry. Like those guys started to emerge. So playing in the Olympics is a big deal. It's a huge deal, just from a competition aspect, and not just from a competition aspect, from a confidence aspect. So when you play in this and you playing against, I'm going up every day in practice. I'm going up against Anthony Edwards. I'm going up against Anthony Davis. That's not going to do anything except build my confidence. So I know I'm not going to see that every day in practice if I'm in New Orleans or if I'm in Phoenix. So that's just going to make me so much better.
Yeah, but France going to win gold, so. Wemby's career year, I guess, is what's coming. They should have let Killian Hayes on the team, then he could have had a career year next year.
Why did he get cut? And it wasn't because of injury, Mars. It wasn't because he got hurt. That's probably the reason why he got cut.
Chill. France has a roster.
Yeah, he's not good enough.
So I'm looking at their roster right now, and some of these names you guys might not know, but some of these names are guys that are very, very, very good.
You probably know them because they play in the Euro League.
Yeah, I know just about everybody that's on here.
Right.
But obviously they got Wemby, and I'm actually looking at the roster from the friendly that they played last night against Turkey.
Sengun didn't play. That's why Turkey lost. Sengun didn't play.
Sengun he made the right decision. Wherever he's at right now, stay there, Sengun. But Wemby had 24, 6 assists or 6 rebounds, 4 assists last night in 20 minutes.
So Ron, I'm looking at this French team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they got 19 guys on the roster. Okay, so the dude Yasubali, I remember him with the Celtics. He just wasn't. Yeah, Yabusele. That's what I remember him with the Celtics. We already know who Wemby is.
Mm-hmm.
Strazel.
Yeah, Strazel. He's the young guy. He's actually younger than Killian Hayes.
Okay.
He played with Wemby actually. He played with Wemby 2 years ago.
They probably saw him and they probably saw his upside over Killian Hayes.
He might actually be better than Killian Hayes. But
so who's this kid Poirier? Is it Vincent or Vinny Poirier? A Kobo?
He played. Yeah. That's the dude that Trey Dalton was talking about the other day with the tournament. But he used to play for the Suns.
Phoenix. Yeah, he was on Phoenix.
He used to play for the Suns. He's better than Killian Hayes.
Nakina Lena?
Frank Ntilikina. Remember, he got drafted to the Knicks.
I remember him. I do remember him.
He's better than Killian Hayes, especially for this team. He's a bigger body. He's a defender. I think he's better for them.
Yeah.
Maladon, is that his name?
Yeah, Maladon.
I'm sorry.
Theo Maladon. Who did he play for? Who did Theo play?
Charlotte.
He played for OKC.
He was in Charlotte. Yeah, he played for OKC. He was in Charlotte this past year, I believe.
So chill, just right there. And all those guys that you just named are guards. Point guards at that. They're all 5 better than Killian Hayes or good enough.
So this kid Mateus Lesort.
He's a big. He's a center.
Jason Horde. Did I say his name right? Okay. Heafy. Nasir Heafy.
Not familiar with him. I'm not. Okay. Are you looking at the box score from last night?
No, I'm actually looking at their roster. I'm looking at these guys' faces. I know Killian Hayes got cut. I know they still got Rudy. I know they got Evan Fournier. DeColo.
And chill.
He's been around for a minute.
That's what I was about to say.
And chill.
Is he cold?
I'm gonna put it like this. Nando DeColo is their second best player. Like it or not, he is their second best player, and France goes as he goes.
How old is he? Because he's been around since before I was born.
He's probably 34, 35.
Old as hell.
Who does he play for in the EuroLeague? Because I'm guessing he plays in the EuroLeague.
Yeah, DeColo, he plays for Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce. Is that in Germany?
That's a Turkish team.
Okay, that's in Turkey. Okay. So he plays for them. How about Dieng? Why does that name sound familiar?
Usman Dieng, he's on OKC.
Okay, that's why I was like, why? We already know about Bilal. You know about him.
Yeah, Bilal Koulibaly.
Yeah, we already know about him.
France got a squad, yo.
Cordinia? Did I say that right? Isla?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, we already know about Nicholas Batum and Andrew Albisi.
Yeah, I've heard the name. I'm not familiar with him either, though.
So of these guys, I know Killian Hayes is off the crew, right? Killian Hayes, because we got 19 guys here. They ain't taking 19 guys with them. I don't think they are. I don't think that they're taking 19 guys with them. So this French team, and to be honest with you, they use Rudy different. Mars, you talk about the French team winning the gold medal. Watch how much different, and Ox, you're going to think I'm crazy. Watch how much different Rudy looks in the Olympics than he does in the NBA. Watch how they use him. Watch how he looks in the Olympics. You're going to be like, what the hell is going on with this dude? Watch how much different he looks in the Olympics than he does in the NBA. Way different. Way different.
That's why we winning goals, because Rudy and Wemby going to be our twin towers. We don't have Killian Hayes just stinking up the joint. Like we gonna be good. That's a gold medal team right there.
Also, too, another guy for them, and Chill, you mentioned him, but Evan Fournier, he's gonna look completely different in the Olympics too.
That's why he's going back to the EuroLeague, because I think that his game is conducive for the NBA, but I think his style of play, it's more for the international game. And I think he gets busy in the EuroLeague, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
I think he gets busy in the EuroLeague.
Yeah, I like Fournier. Always have liked Fournier.
But yeah, France with Wemby and Rudy, that's obviously a problem for anybody down low. And Wemby is just Wemby. When you throw in Evan Fournier and DeColo too, France is gonna be a tough out. Yabusele as well. They're gonna be a problem.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I respect Rudy and Wemby, but I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of that. For real.
You gonna find
It's
out.
just it's I mean obviously that's a tough lineup, but it's like when you got the right lineup, especially for a team like Canada, America, Germany. I think they could run through France. You know what I'm saying? Just with matchup wise, you can run them off the floor for sure.
We get
Yeah.
That's possible. That's very possible, Mars. The goal is not far fetched for France. It's not far fetched for like 4 or 5 teams, honestly.
Trying to tell
No,
you.
USA is gonna win it, but we rooting for France anyway. It's cool.
Outside of the US, if I'm a bet man, I'm telling you I'm putting my money on Serbia.
Man, that's the same people who put their money on Denver. How'd that work out?
All right, Mars. Hey, look. Denver in the like Jokic's landscape with Denver in the NBA is more promising with Serbia in the Olympics. I'm gonna just put it like that. He has a better Olympic team than he has a better NBA team. I'm not saying that they'll beat them, but what I'm saying is compared to the league, relative to the other teams they got to play, the Serbian national team is better than Denver in the NBA.
Yeah, but the Denver Nuggets don't have to play against the KD Warriors.
Well, they got to play against the KD.
And that's why they're going to lose. That's why they're going to lose. They're going to run up against them and get cooked. That's why they need
team that this crew that Luka is running with that I'm looking at. Like he got Dragic's brother, Zoran.
Which he's older too.
I know
though.
I thought he was younger than I thought he was younger than
he's younger than Goran, but he's
that's what I thought.
Yeah, okay. But Goran's like 60, so he's at 55.
Yeah, and Zoran, he's not like he's a solid player. He's been running with them for a long time, but he's not a needle.
Who's this kid? Luka Skuka?
Chill. I know like 3 players on their roster. And so
they're about to get packed up.
Slovenia.
So Luka doesn't impact winning, is what I'm hearing.
He does, but it's just like once again, just like with Jokic, like, and more so for Luka. Like he got some good guys on his team, but it's not like he don't got Kyrie over there. So
I mean, Slovenia's got a population.
No Daniel Gafford. You know?
They're not gonna match up. It's a 2 million population country. They kind of cooked.
Yeah, you got, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3. You got 3 countries from Africa: Egypt, Cameroon, Ivory Coast. I'm sorry, 4, and Angola,
South Sudan too,
and South Sudan. 5 teams from Africa. How y'all doing that?
Well, they're not all they didn't all qualify though.
A lot of people. No, they ain't all qualified. No, I think South Sudan's the only one that's qualified so far.
Africa is a continent. Africa is not a country. That would explain that.
Let's go.
Egypt didn't qualify yet? No.
Nah.
I would explain that because Africa is a continent.
I don't know any Egyptian basketball players, so shout out to them. Well, I don't know anyone who would be on their team. But it's 5 teams per continent. Oh, so mandatory? Okay. So I'm assuming African countries play against African countries to be in that final 5 to qualify for the Olympics. I'm assuming. But I don't know. I don't know the Olympic format. I just watch it when it comes on.
Apparently, the Egyptian roster, they got a 16-man roster. I don't know any of these guys. None of them. Kareem Hatim, Ahmad Adel.
Kareem.
Not that Jabal. Not that Jabal. No, not that Jabal. No. Ahmad Adel, Yusuf Rafat, Ahab Amin, Yusuf Shahat, Omar Hisham, Ahmad Yesser, Moab Yesser. Sounds like they're brothers.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Adel Nadir, Amir Gindi, Omar El Sheikh, Haitham Kamal, Patrick Garner. Sounds like an American.
Patrick
Garner. Sounds like an American. Anas Mahad, Omar Orabi, and Khalid. I want to make sure I get his name right. I don't want to get his name wrong. Abdelgad. I don't know any of these guys. I've never heard of any.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that Egyptian team. Enjoy it while you're here.
Any of these guys.
Hey, just because you don't know them, don't mean they can't hoop.
Right.
And
That's exactly what that
you're
means,
here.
Mars. Just because I
They've
don't know who you are.
been hooping on them pyramids, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. They've been hooping. I believe in them.
Just because I don't know who these, just like you believe in the French team. We already know who you are, Mars. Mars believes in any and everybody. Give me a break. So
okay, and I'm gonna be right one day.
All right, y'all. We're gonna transition over to these super chats right quick, and then we still got to talk about some notable free agents and places that we think that they could fit into. So let's go ahead and do that. My man Andre Coleman said, "Bron is 6'9", chill, not 6'8". You be killing me, man.
What are you talking about, Andre? I seen James. I said he was 6'9". I ain't say he was 6'8". He is every bit of 6'9".
Well, who cares to be 6'8" or 6'9"? Why is that a big deal?
Right.
Yeah,
I feel like he said he was 6'4" and he's really 6'9". He's 6'8".
That was I seen that earlier. Like, this is such a petty.
Oh, you be killing me. Oh, Wemby's really 7'4", not 7'3". Like,
he really 7'5", actually.
Yeah, but like, who cares? Like, you have to,
as opposed if I said Wemby ain't that big, he really only 6'11".
Yeah, like that. I'll be like, okay, yeah, yo, like, but oh my god, he's really 6'9", not 6'8". Like, okay.
Yeah, man. There's only one place 1 inch matters, yo. Come on, man.
Hey, man, y'all make sure you hit that like button. All right.
Speak on it.
Don't unsubscribe just because certain things were said during this episode.
Well, like Chris Paul averaging 19 and 12, or what he said. Like,
hey, 19 and 12. You don't believe in Chris Paul?
17 and
17
and 10. Yeah, 17 and 10. I'm like, chill out, please.
Yeah, he could do that. He could do that. He's done it before.
Skadoop said, "Chill. Don't die on this superhero logic."
Why? What are you talking about? The idea of superhuman. There has to be some mortality to you. You have to have some level of superhuman ability. And Batman is a vigilante. That's it. That's all he is.
Hey, no, my guy, Batman.
He's a vigilante. That's it.
I hear where you're coming from. The only problem with that is when you put those many like qualifications, prerequisites, it's like then there's no superheroes. Like I can't think of too many. Mind you, I'm not too hip to all the superheroes. I don't know all of them.
Right.
But like if you have to be born like this or have to be from Earth, that cuts out a lot of people.
Here's the thing, though, Ox. That's what makes you a hero. When you have the ability to heal yourself, as opposed to other people who. And I got shot in the shoulder, and I have the ability to heal myself right now. Yeah. That's a superhuman ability.
Right.
You can't do that. That makes you superhuman.
Yeah.
You know, you could lift cars. What the hell? Who can lift cars?
My man No Chill Gil tapped in and he said Bron is 6'10" and a half.
Yeah. So Jan is
6'10" and a half.
So Jan is 7'2". That's all I'm hearing.
Bron ain't no 6'10" and a half.
That means Wemby 7'11".
Well, he does have that 9.5 foot wingspan, like a spider.
Yeah. So I mean, Bron tall. I can confirm that he tall.
Facts.
Yeah.
Taquay White said, "Don't ask who isn't. Chill. So who the hell is a superhero?" Sounded like there's like 2 superheroes.
Wolverine's a superhero. Let's see. I know Wolverine is a superhero. I think Gambit is a superhero too. Storm is a superhero. What's the chick who she touches people and they die? Not Medusa. No. She looks at people and they die. I'm talking about she touches people and she's definitely. You have to have some sort of superhuman ability to be a superhero. You have to be.
Yeah, that's why I was just thinking what they said in the chat. It's just got to be the X-Men. Like the X-Men are the only ones that are like born mutants, right?
You have to have some sort of superhuman ability.
Everyone's saying Rogue.
That's her. That's
Ron. If Medusa,
people,
if you seen Medusa and she was just that bad, would you let her turn you to stone?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Tell Medusa, get the hell on away from me. I don't want no parts of you. Bino said, by Chill's logic, every black X-Man is a superhuman.
There you go.
W logic.
Mm-hmm.
Adam West said Chief Keef Finetto is fire. Y'all heard this?
Keef.
No, I didn't know Chief Keef still made music, man.
I didn't either. That's good. That's interesting.
He just dropped the project.
Good for
I
him.
ain't know that.
How the hell am I supposed to know that?
Sorry, man, y'all tripping. I know Chief Keef going crazy.
I'm not in these streets with these kids, no, you know. I don't be knowing.
And hold on, Ron. Hold on, Ron. Toast to what you just said. Just so you can be a superhero to bad people. You don't just have to be a superhero to good people. You can be a superhero to bad people too. You can be their hero. You can be their champion. Just because you got superhuman ability, but you're a bad person. You can be that to bad people too. So that's not a one-way street.
Shout out Thanos.
There's people exactly. There's people who ride with Darth Vader. So
I'm definitely one of them guys. I always go for the bad guys in the movie. Always.
Because you're the bad guy in the movie.
Right.
No, just
DSG Piccolo said need Ron to debate in the tournament. You see, here's the thing, DSG. I would love to, but the thing about it is, in this, we have 2 wild card slots, which means that of the 14 Players' Choice contestants that are in this tournament, we need 2 of y'all to come and join. So you know how you guys can join? You scan this QR code, you sign up here, fill out the questionnaire, send through a video, and we will select 2 people in the crowd, off the streets, wherever you may be, to come and cook this guy right here, or this guy right here, or maybe this fool right here. Scan this QR code. We need 2 wild card contestants. You will not only get a chance to debate in the PCL League, you'll get a chance to win $1,000, and you'll also might get a permanent spot on the panel. You never know. You never know.
So there's a chance I can lose $1,000 to JD Swear in the chat.
Yes, you could.
If he comes up here cooking,
that's criminal.
why is that criminal? If he cooks you,
because I won $1,000.
Sure.
I got things to buy.
then all you got to do is cook him.
No,
Which you can, Mars.
nah, I've retired from cooking. So.
Is Kendall pulling up?
If he fills out the questionnaire, if he
In
scans
my
that QR
humble
code,
opinion, Hall of Fame members should get first dibs, but what do I know?
hey, you never know. All right, he might be the only one to fill it out, and then he could get in. No Chill Gill shot through another super chat. He said Nike listed him as 6'8" for shoe sales. Bron came into the NBA at 6'9.5" without shoes at 18. With shoes, he was 6'10.5". We had to put Jared Jeffries, I'm assuming he's talking about Jared Jeffries, who's 6'11" on him, and they were eye to eye.
Man, all that means is LeBron was on his tippy toes, man. That's what that means. LeBron was on his tippy toes.
We seen LeBron stand in front of Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is a bit of 6'11". He was not that tall, so that's not true.
Nah, but you shrink with age. Maybe LeBron was 6'10.5".
This was in 2009 in the McDonald's commercial.
But Gil was talking about 06. So in 06, 6'10.5". By 09, 6'5". Just because he got older. Like, so I can understand that. In 06, he was 6'10.5". Now he's at 6'4" because he shrunk because he's old now. And in 09, he was probably like 6'7". Yeah, I can get with that.
My thing is, like, for Bron specifically, I don't give a damn how tall Bron is. I don't care if Bron's 6'7". I don't care if Bron's 6'9". I don't care if Bron's 6'10.5". Still Bron.
I mean, if he's 6'3", he was Russell Westbrook. But I'm
saying on Mars, whatever height that he may be right now, still ain't nobody been able to do nothing with him since 2003.
Cap.
What?
Cap.
What's
that? No one's been able to do anything.
Nobody
so JJ Barea ain't do something with him?
That was different though.
That
was different.
If he was really 6'10.5", JJ Barea wouldn't have been able to lock him down.
Look, outside of JJ Barea, Kawhi, and KD.
Man, Andre Iguodala, man.
Oh, Andre Iguodala, my bad. Not even KD. Andre Iguodala. Yeah. Ain't nobody had nothing for Bron.
Right.
Reggie Red said, serious question. What if the US of A doesn't win the gold?
That's a question for you Americans, because it doesn't matter to me.
What happens?
Then that means that we have to go back to the drawing board. And maybe this, even though it only happens, I mean, the last time they didn't win the gold was in 2004. That was over 20 years ago. But I can tell you right now, if they don't win the gold, something drastic is going to happen. James is gone, even though he's going to be older anyway. I think that they're going to move away from older dudes being on the Olympic team. I think that they're going to go younger. I think that they would look more to what I was talking about and actually building a national team and sustaining that, as opposed to putting crews together, especially if we not only did not win the gold medal, but if we got like served, yeah, they would have to change the model and they would have to change the formula of what they're doing.
Does LeBron get removed from the GOAT conversation because he's the only American Olympian to not win gold in 2 separate Olympics?
Twice, not once, twice.
He got to be out of the GOAT conversation for me.
Twice.
Twice he not winning gold on the USA team? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. He moving down my all-time list.
Not mine. I'm sorry, Mars. I'm good.
I think you have to. You have to. You know, win it 2 times. This time he the leader of the team, so you can't even say he was young. Nah, I'm sorry, man. He got to move down the list.
So he would be, wow, he would be under 500.
Yeah, he'd have. He's only
actually he would be 500.
He'd be 2-2. So not only is he 4-6 in the NBA finals, he'd be 2-2 in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That's
something. He's under investigation. He's a bum.
2-2 in the Olympics. At some point, we got to be like, okay, there's a common denominator in all these losses. There's no way he's, because that team stacked. They stacked the deck on the Team USA team. So
I don't think that's something that we got to worry about. We
moving down my list.
We shouldn't have to worry about that.
Wemby ends in LeBron's GOAT case. That's what I'm about.
I think it's interesting that this dude said that Toast to Go said that that they're called villains. That's who those that's who those people are. They're called villains by who? Because the people who follow them don't think that they're villains. The people who follow them think that they're heroes to them.
I mean, some bad people know they're bad people.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy being bad. And they embrace
absolutely.
That role.
Absolutely, they are. And on top of that, to other like the minions. What's his name? Gru? Gru was a hero to those minions.
Yeah.
They love him.
Yeah. If you got minions and people that don't realize it.
Absolutely. So to other people, they're villains, but to those people that follow them, they're heroes. They love them.
I mean, but who are we to say? Who are we to say who's really? I mean, you don't know who's the villain and who's the hero until after it's over. The person that won is the hero.
Even though Ox, to be honest with you, Ox, there are times when I do root for the villain.
Yeah, I mean, all the time.
Yeah, I do root for
it's only, I mean, obviously only in fake, like make believe on TV and stuff, like not in real life. Like I would never go for the bad guys in real life, but
in Die Hard too, I really did want them dudes to get away. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I really.
Genghis Khan, man.
Yeah, Genghis Khan. I'm good.
Yo, all right. We are on playback today a couple times. Right after this, y'all already know the drill. Open Gym will be on playback, so y'all tap in. The title of the show is "Who Can Challenge USA in the Olympics." Y'all make sure to leave here, go over there, watch Mars and Damo turn up, cook up, or do whatever they decide to do over in Open Gym, and then shortly thereafter, you got Big Ox watching the Minnesota Lynx play against the Connecticut Sun. So definitely pull up to both of those. They're going to be good streams.
What time is that, Ron? Not for them, for me. What time is it?
Chill. And this is your man's. Chill, but this is your man's, though. Chill. That's at 7:45 Eastern Time, 4:45 Pacific Time. Y'all be sure to pull up. It's going to be a good game. Nafisa Collier. 30 piece tonight.
Listen.
30 piece tonight from FISA.
Yeah. Man, come watch the game before the fireworks, y'all.
Also, too, we still got 30 more minutes left on this show, and I got these free agents, y'all, and it's a lot of them. So I'm gonna list all these names. Y'all only stop me if you believe that it's a good destination for this guy, or if you think he could be a viable free agent for somebody else.
Do we have to have a team that we think they should go to, or?
Not necessarily. You could just say that you think that they can definitely help somebody. But I mean, even with that being said, I'm assuming a team will come to mind.
Okay.
First guy is Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller still playing ball?
He was in New Orleans this past year.
Yeah.
Respect my guy Cody. What are you talking about? Yeah, Cody can do a nice little job for Charlotte. Go back to Charlotte. Back up Mark Williams. He could do a job there.
Man, if Cody Zeller's on this list, Ron, I gotta assume my man Frank Kaminsky's somewhere on this list.
The
I
next
was watching the 21 finals like a couple days ago. I seen Frank Kaminsky get on the court for the Suns. That was shocking. I didn't expect that. Shout out to Frank Kaminsky. It was the Giannis 50-point game. He got in like the second quarter. He was just out there playing.
Well, y'all got to remember that. Oh boy, what's his name, Ron? You know I'm talking about my dude who got hurt.
Sam Decker?
No, not Sam
Decker. Was it
from
Dario?
Dario Saric. Yeah, it was Dario. That I think, and once again, I'm on record saying this, Jim. Dario don't get hurt.
All right, y'all. Moving along. Next guy I got for you is he's a vet, 36 years old. He's had a pretty good career, 17-year career. My man Thaddeus Young. He helps somebody.
He can go be a vet for someone.
Good locker room presence.
The T-Wolves or something. They could get Thaddeus Young. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Shout out to that.
All right. Moving along. Dylan Windler.
Okay, buddy.
Dylan Windler.
Okay.
Who the fuck is Dylan Windler?
He was on the Cavs, right?
Lefty, yeah. He finished the season on the Hawks though. Lefty shooter.
Yeah, that big three calling his name.
All right.
I could use him. He can come play for us.
All right. Another guy we spoke about on the other episode, Ty Washington. Anybody who should invest in a young point guard?
I feel, man, the Bucks had him and now they just got AJ Johnson. But hey, I feel bad for Ty, man. He like the only Kentucky guard that it hasn't really worked out for. He gonna be on the team's G League team. He playing summer league, I'm assuming.
Possibly.
So whoever he's on, whatever summer league team he's on, probably their G League affiliate. That's probably where he'll be. Because he hasn't been good in the league at all.
Ronnie, you having fun yet, bro?
Next name, TJ Warren.
Oh, yo, what happened to TJ Warren? Yo, he just like fell in. Like 1 minute he was dope, and then the next minute
injuries.
Is that what it was?
It's definitely injuries. But I want us to put some respect on TJ and realize that he was dope before that little run that happened in the bubble. TJ was nice way before that.
He could score. Yeah, he could score.
Unfortunately, I do think TJ is done.
You think he's through?
Yeah, I do.
Big three.
Yeah,
how old is TJ?
I'm serious right. I'm serious right now with Mars. Like big 3-time TJ.
Yeah, but and it's not because he's old.
That's with all due respect to TJ. I love TJ. I always have.
He could kill in the big three.
All right. Damn, TJ. Next dude, only 25 years old. Seems like he's been around for a while though. Lonnie Walker the Fourth.
Oh, okay. Finally, someone who can actually like play. On
yeah.
There we go, Ron. I was waiting for this.
I think he'd be a great rotation guy on the cheap for Denver. I think he'd be really good for them.
Denver.
I'm not mad at that, Chill. At
all. I think he'd be great for them.
I was gonna say the Warriors, but I like Denver though.
Great. I mean, we saw him, great transition player. He can defend in stretches. He can knock down some open shots, which is something that they need. A big guard. What are you, about 6'4", 6'5"? He can score. I think and on top of that, with Denver, he'd be cheap. So yeah, I definitely think that he'd help them.
I like him for Dallas too.
What is the prerequisite to get a vet minimum? Like how long do you have to be in the league to be considered a vet, to be able to get a vet minimum?
5 years?
No, I think it's 4. I think it's there's something.
Someone in the chat. I'm just gonna wait for the chat
like,
to get.
I think it's like 10 years.
I don't think it's 10. Chill.
No. It's it's something to do with 10 years when it comes to vets, where they get more money. Now, I think after 4 years,
I thought that was just a pension thing.
I think it's not. Yeah. For 4 years, I think you vested. But
so what's the cheapest a team can pay somebody if they're not in the vet min?
Guaranteed?
Yeah, guaranteed. Like, what's the cheapest?
I want to say the cheapest now is like, I want to say like 5 million.
Shit.
I want to say, but I don't know what the minimum is. So somewhat, maybe it's like 2 million. I don't know. But I like Lonnie Walker. I like Lonnie Walker in Philly. I think he can be good in Philly.
Mad at that
as a backup. Too.
Nobody can save Philly.
Not even Paul George.
We got healthy Embiid. We got Paul George. We got Jared McCain. We got Maxey. We hooping, man. We chilling. We chilling.
Yeah, so Jared McCain is just gonna be dancing around, entertaining Paul George and Joel as they sit in their wheelchairs.
Jared McCain gonna be hitting threes and then doing TikToks. I mean, we gonna be winning 50 games. Like, who cares?
50 is fire.
That Jared McCain championship TikTok gonna be hitting different.
It is honestly.
Yeah, that's what
like for the internet and for social media. I hope Philly wins a championship this year, just for that alone. Because
the Jared McCain championship.
That's good for that's good for the kids.
Him and Embiid in the TikTok. Yeah,
the kids, they're gonna love that. Like that's gonna go far. That's good for that generation of kids. I'm not mad at that.
You have to play 3 years to be eligible for a vet minimum. Jalil West said. I'm just gonna take his words.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm not trolling. I really think that'd be fire for this like social media basketball and just blowing up. Like that would be dope.
The next guy I got for you guys is Gary Trent Jr. Obviously, we talked about him yesterday, but where do you guys think is the actual good landing spot for him?
Denver. I think him, Lonnie Walker. I think guys, Milwaukee too, Mars. I think guys like that. I think guys like that are exactly what the Denver Nuggets need in rotation. All of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm Milwaukee. Maybe Orlando. Just a bench shooter. And
Orlando just re-signed Gary Harris though. So it's like
and Jonathan Isaac. But yeah, I mean, they let Joe Ingles go. So if they just want to go like pure shooting, he's probably the best one that's available right now. And I don't think he's gonna cost much. And they have enough defenders to where they can have Gary Trent and be fine, I think. So Orlando, maybe.
All right. Next up, y'all see him on the thumbnail. Y'all see him in the reality TV shows. Y'all seen him on Bronze Championship teams. Tristan Thompson.
That's where you can stay. Those reality TV shows. Yeah. Right there with the Kardashians. Yeah,
Tristan, somebody should sign him. I'd sign Tristan Thompson to the cheapest contract possible, obviously, but I would sign him for sure. Just another guy to come and hit somebody, grab a couple of rebounds. And I don't mean hit. I mean, be physical, somebody to come and just bang on the block and keep, just be vertical. I don't expect much from him. Just the big body. That's all.
The Kardashians reside in LA, right? So
yes, in Calabasas.
Yeah, so the Kings work. Yeah, we'll send them to the Kings.
Mm-hmm. Even though that's not close to Los Angeles, by the way.
Relax now.
No, you said you'll take him. You said you'll take him. So there you go. Go take him.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be mad at signing.
You just brought Alex Len back, right?
I'm not sure about Alex Len yet. But I wouldn't like that's an example. Like if Alex Len were not to be around, I wouldn't be mad at Tristan.
We'll keep him in Cali. I know Cali.
Matter of fact, we had Tristan a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, bring him back.
Yeah, but he came and found out what Sacramento's about and got in some more trouble with Mars. Come to Sacramento, you'll see. It's very.
That's gonna be entertaining reality TV.
Aesthetically pleasing.
That's entertaining for the reality TV. Who's the one he had the baby with? Chloe,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe.
Yep.
He's gonna cheat on her again. There we go. Content.
That's what he does, man.
Yeah.
That yoga trainer was nice though. Like
Dennis Smith Jr.
I like
Dallas.
Him back to Dallas. Yeah, I like him back to Dallas.
Back to Dallas?
Really? Dennis Smith Jr. back to Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like him back in Dallas.
As a rotation guard, he gives them the defense that they need on the perimeter. He gives them another ball handler, another shooter that they didn't have. Yeah, sure.
Denver's solid too.
I like what you're saying for the defense, the perimeter defense. I do like that for him. I'm still kind of concerned about his shooting though. But I don't think that's going to be detrimental if that were to get.
Yeah, they got Clay now. They chill. They don't.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They got enough shooting. I would go get him for that for the defensive purposes. I hear y'all with that.
All right, Dennis, come rock with us in Milwaukee, man. That'd be a good bet.
You good? You got Pat Bev. You good?
Ain't no saving Milwaukee, Ron. I'm trying to tell you, the basketball gods have put Milwaukee.
I forgot we
on
had
that
Pat Bev.
list.
Oh yeah, we all right. We good.
They're cooked. Over there.
Next name I got for you guys is Kyle Lowry.
I think
Phoenix.
Kyle Lowry is. He would have been
Big
good.
3-time Kyle.
Yeah, I'm good.
No. Why are we hating on Kyle? Like,
It's not hating on him, Ron. It's
it.
not hating on him, Mars. I feel like last year was probably a good time where he could have been in Phoenix because he really could have helped them. They got to change that offense too. But I think you're doing a lot what you put him in Phoenix now, having to change the offense and putting him in it. And now you got a lead guard that has to learn the offense. I think that's too much for them.
Well, they got to learn a whole new offense anyway because it's Bud there, not Vogel. So they're all going to be learning it at the same time. KD's at the Olympics. D-Book's doing whatever he's doing. Bud's only going to have like a couple of weeks to implement whatever anyway. Why not do it with an actual point guard?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they did get
because you've already seen what they do. What they do is get the basketball, give it to KD, get the basketball, give it to Booker, get the basketball, give it to Bradley Beal. They don't really run a lot of action. So now you're going to change the offense. And to your point, Mars, if we're doing it on the fly, right? If we're doing it on the fly, wouldn't I want to do it with a younger guy, with a younger point guard, as opposed to because I think what they're doing in Phoenix is always wrong.
They did just get Monte Morris, so I did forget about that when I said Kyle Lowry. So I don't know, if I'm honest. I don't know.
Phoenix needed to go over and get a European point guard or something, like somebody in between the edges of 25 and 30, a guy that can really just run some offense. Like Monte Morris, I love you, Monte, but that's not gonna do nothing for Phoenix. Kyle Lowry wouldn't do nothing for Phoenix. Chris Paul, none of these guys. They needed to go get maybe a little younger of a point guard that's still a traditional type PG that can set up and run some offense. Campazzo? I wouldn't even. I mean, I'm not saying I like that, but I wouldn't even be mad at that. Like they need to go do something. Let me not say what they need to do, but what I think they should do.
Isaiah Thomas is still begging for an opportunity to be back in the league.
Come on, Mars, please.
No, he is. He's still trying to get back in the league.
He is. Shout out to him too. Like that's what's up, man. If you got a hoop dream, chase that. I really do. I really do believe that. And I feel that way. But please, no.
Go ahead, IT. Someone gonna give you the opportunity. John Wall.
I'm trying not to be biased. So I'm gonna shut the hell up.
I seen you. I was like,
The next name I got for you guys is Boban.
Houston.
Boban who? Big Boban?
Yeah, Houston.
Send him to the Lakers, man.
No, Houston. We love Boban. Yeah, Houston.
Bring him back for vibes.
Ideally, yeah.
Who knows?
Wait, where's Tobias? In Detroit, right?
In Detroit, yeah.
Send him up to the.
No. We Houston. We got 15 players on the roster. We can get 16 for Boban. Houston. Yeah.
All right. Next name is Caleb Martin.
Before they signed OG, I was thinking Caleb Martin with the Knicks. I thought that he would be good in their rotation. And this was before they not only re-signed OG, but also
traded for Mikal.
I thought that he would be good for them. That's what I was thinking, Mars. I was thinking Cleveland. I was thinking somewhere like that, maybe Cleveland. Indiana's already straight. In with their wings. Teams like that. I don't think Denver is realistic. Back to Miami, is that realistic? Are they going to pay him, or is he just going to walk?
I don't know. Miami better.
How much they got to pay him?
I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I'll take him in Memphis.
Memphis is nice.
Yeah, I'll take him in Memphis. Memphis or Cleveland are the two I'd say probably.
Okay. Next name, he's a vet. He's 37.
Oh my God.
Wesley Matthews.
Send him to the Lakers.
Might as well.
He was just on Atlanta this past year, right?
Yeah.
Retire.
All right.
Wesley Matthews not going to help anyone at this point. He's a vet, so like a young team that needs guidance, like Garrett Temple in Toronto, that type of team. I don't know.
Garrett Temple. Oh my god.
Garrett Temple stay getting contracts with Toronto.
Doesn't he?
Why?
How old is this dude? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How old is Gary?
You Donis Haslam role.
I feel like
he a vet.
he's been in the league for like ever.
But Mars, the difference is that Udonis put in work.
Respect
at least I would not respect Garrett Temple. No, I will do nothing of the sort. No.
Now
Garrett Temple
was always
38 years old.
He was always so he's 38. For the past 18 years, he's been a bum.
He was on your team. Why are you hating on him?
And he was a bum with us too. He's never been good.
Nah, he wasn't a bum with you guys.
Garrett Temple has never been nice, bro. Never been nice.
See, you a hater. I vividly remember Garrett Temple having like a 30-point game for you guys. I vividly remember.
So
respect him.
Anybody, Morris, I'm telling you like this: if you play long enough, anybody can score 30.
Nah, he had like a 30-point game for you guys, man.
48 minutes in a basketball game is not that hard to score 30. I'm trying to tell
anyone
you.
Who's interested to see a real hooper, go find Garrett Temple versus Orlando, I think. Garrett Temple versus Orlando. He had like 30. Yeah. Kings legends.
So then in what year was this too? Playing against that Orlando? No, I'm not. Matter of fact,
Vucevic was there.
I'm not entertaining this, Mars. I'm not giving
Vucevic was there. Vucevic was there. I know Vucevic was there.
All right, next guy I got for you guys is
Malachi Flynn just scored 60 last year.
36-year-old JaVale McGee.
Well, I respect JaVale, so I'm not gonna say send him back to the Lakers. I'll just say might be time to hang him up, big fella.
After 16 years, it's about that time.
I got big love for JaVale. Go out like this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason to.
Yeah, I can't lie. See, 34 versus Orlando. 34. Yeah, look at Garrett Temple. Yeah.
Fucking bum Mars.
All right, next we got 35-year-old Patty Mills. Does he have something for somebody?
Nope.
I'm good. We saw
maybe go play for the Adelaide Lakers. Go play or Adelaide Kings. I mean, my bad. Or Sydney Kings. I mean, my bad. Adelaide is a 6 or something.
Yeah, it's the Adelaide is a 6ers. Not 76 something. But
go play for the Perth Wildcats or something, man. Go take it back.
Yeah, Patty Mills is done. Shout out to Patty Mills. He done for sure. Yeah. Big done.
Okay, at 34 years old, both of these guys happen to be free agents. They happen to be born on the same day, and they happen to be twins. Yes.
Yeah, they're done.
They're only 34.
They're finished. Yeah, big 3.
I thought they were older than that.
Big 3. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should do something else. Like have like you know what? They should do reality TV or something. Twins. Live next buy cribs next door to each other or something, and like have barbecues and invite people over. Like an interactive podcast type reality TV show type thing. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, they should hire me as their agent / manager.
And how much of a cut you get?
Look, for Marcus, I'll take 17 of his, but for Markeith, I need like 30.
Damn. 30. You're killing us.
All right, the next name I got for you guys is Isaac Okoro.
Oh, he's a free agent.
He is a restricted free agent. Okay. But who should be trying to sign him?
Brooklyn.
There's a lot of teams that can use Isaac.
Brooklyn. You can go to Brooklyn. Yeah, you can go to
Isaac. Isaac came out of Auburn or Virginia?
Auburn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Virginia was DeAndre Hunter, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, Brooklyn. He can go to Brooklyn. They could use because they're gonna lose Cam Johnson. It seems like so.
Yo, bro, with 8 minutes left, like.
I don't got time for this.
Can we, 8 minutes left, bro.
Can we enjoy hoop? Hey, Caston got thrown out with 30 seconds left in the game. Like, that's just how it be sometimes,
Jamal Murray versus the Rockets getting kicked out with a minute left.
Remember we was playing Skagit Valley that time, and me and T-Mo got kicked out with like.
I don't want to talk about that either. Seti Osman, y'all. Anything for Seti?
The Spurs.
Oh, Seti?
The Lakers.
The Lakers. Sure.
He good in San Antonio. He ain't gonna leave.
I actually don't think that's a bad move for the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost them anything. Just bring him back.
All right, Cameron Payne.
He was just in Philly.
I like Cameron Payne as a backup lead guard in, well, not Minnesota, but I like him as a backup lead guard back in Oklahoma City. I think he can help them. Yes, I do.
He just got arrested, right?
It was nonsense.
Yeah, but it wasn't no big deal.
Yeah, well, it was.
Yeah, he not on the hit list of criminals in the league. I'm not gonna play him.
I like the thing is I like campaigns like energy and stuff. I just don't like his. I don't really like his game. I think he's decent. He's like an exciting type player who will get hot. I would like campaign to go play overseas somewhere. You know, maybe not even the Euro League. Maybe somewhere where he could really just get loose and just, you know what I'm saying,
do his Shane Larkin vibe. That's how.
I would never put campaign on Shane Larkin level. Shane Larkin is a god. Okay. All right.
I'll send him to Atlanta. He can back up Trey. I'll send him to Atlanta.
That would be the worst. That would be the worst point guard duo of all time.
Yeah,
somebody
they
got
got Kobe Buffkin. Maybe I don't know if they're trying to make Kobe Buffkin a point guard. I don't know.
But with them two, it just be like y'all two together. Could somebody just at least pretend to try to play defense, like reach one time, just like reach a little bit?
Man, you guys hating on Trae Young defense a little too much. I don't like it. Just a tad bit.
No, calling the defense is disrespectful.
Yeah, I feel like
not even in that category.
Trade defense go bad, man. Trade defense go bad.
Next, I got another super vet. Been in the NBA for 16 years, and he's 35 years old. DeAndre Jordan.
He's back with
Denver.
He's back with Denver.
Yeah. He vibes over there.
Did he for
sure sign? But he for sure going back to Denver if he hasn't signed already.
I think he already did, Mars. I think he's back with them for like $3 million.
So even if he don't sign, he's going back, Mars. He's going to be in Denver smoking weed.
Yeah, he in Denver for sure. Yeah, I mean that altitude, those highs must be hitting different. So, yeah.
All right, next guy that I got for you guys. We actually talked about him a lot this year. I'm actually shocked he's an unrestricted free agent right now and hasn't got signed. Tyus Jones. Has his stock plummeted in just 1 year?
Back to Memphis.
Why the Suns
back to Memphis to be Heat?
Because they got Monte Morris.
I think Tyus clears Monte.
So do I, but they went and got Monte. Also, Tyus probably commands a little bit more than Monte does.
Maybe. Oh, what about New Orleans?
They got Jose. I don't know if they want another small guard.
He clears Jose too.
No, I'm not saying he's not bad. I'm just saying 2 6-foot guys, 6'1" maybe.
You're being generous.
Yeah, I don't want to call him below 6 foot and offend him. Memphis, back to Memphis. Why not? Just back up Jar.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at back to Memphis.
Yeah, he just go back to being Jar's backup.
The next name. Never know what's gonna happen in this landscape of the NBA. You might need an enforcer or two, or just a UFC fighter like James Johnson.
Oh my God! Okay. I can't even say big three for him. He just
UFC.
Yeah, somewhere. Not the NBA though. He good on that.
He was about to kick Ron ass one time, too.
You about to get your ass whipped, Ron?
James was actually showing me love because I was getting busy that game. But all right, the next guy that I got for you guys is THT. He's an unrestricted free agent. He's only 23 years old.
I've been trying to tell you for about 4 years he's a bum, but whatever. Send him back to the Lakers.
Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't even know a good spot for THT for. I don't think he's that good. So yeah, Brooklyn. I guess you can go put up 20 over there.
All right. Buddy Hield.
The Warriors.
He didn't get signed yet.
No, the Warriors are apparently trying again.
That's why Philly signed Eric Gordon because they think I think they're gonna lose him.
Yeah,
they signed Eric Gordon for insurance.
I'm with Mars on this 100%. The Warriors. I don't want them to go to the Warriors because I don't want the Warriors to get better, but I like that.
Yeah,
I think that's really the only place Buddy could really go.
I think he can help the Golden State Warriors too. I do
too.
Depending on the price, though, Ron. Depending on the price, Ron.
Yes, it's about the style of play too. Getting them in that offense. I think that'll help Buddy just because I just hate Buddy's game, but he's such a good shooter that like I think he could thrive with the Warriors.
I agree. I think that's probably the best name we've said so far.
All right, moving along. 34-year-old Gordon Hayward. Does he have something for anybody?
He done. He's done. Yeah, he's done.
I miss Gordon. He used to be a baller. Send him to the Lakers.
All right. Markelle Fultz.
Really, he's not signed yet.
No.
I wouldn't mind him in
I
Atlanta.
can see why.
Okay, chill out. He still has the potential to be the best player from that draft class. So let's slow down.
Let's chill out.
No, he does not.
Hey, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Slow down.
No,
Yes,
he doesn't, Mars.
He does. Yes, he does. Yes, he
I
does.
wish I could say
Chill out, my guy. Chill out, my guy.
But he doesn't, Mars. I'm sorry.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He can still live up to that number 1 pick. So Atlanta, I like him. In
no, but really though, maybe the Spurs. No,
no, I'm not mad at it. I'm just thinking. I'm still high on if the Spurs want to get anyone. I'm still high on them trying to get Lonzo. But
oh right. Y'all been seeing those videos?
Yeah, but any NBA player can look good in a workout.
Yeah, yes. Of course. I'm not talking about that.
I'm just glad to see him back on the court.
I'm talking about him moving. I'm talking about him running and moving. I'm not talking about like his, what he's been actually doing, shooting skills. I'm just talking about him actually like picking his feet up and running. Like
yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see Lonzo like actually playing basketball and on the.
That's the $1 million question with me, Mars. Ox. Can he even play? That's the question that I have to ask with him more than anything. Can he even play? What's the deal?
I mean, he running out. He out here running around with some dead niggas' knees. So I'm assuming, he good now.
Let's find out.
It's worth the risk for 1 year, which is what it would be. So yeah, if I'm the Spurs, I'll go after him. Markelle to Atlanta.
All right, y'all. And last but not least, Nick Claxton.
He already signed back.
He just re-upped in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
he did.
Brooklyn,
I'm on the NBA free agent track.
$100 million.
Well, $100 million.
Today?
No, this was a while ago.
This was like last week. Yeah, this was like last week.
Oh, wrong.
Shout out Nick Claxton.
Where you been, bro?
Oh,
that just means the pen ain't to the paper. Hey, maybe they verbally.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know either until I was on Breezy's stream last night, and Brooklyn all in there. They was talking about it. Blaming Mikal Bridges for Cam Thomas. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be shocked if Cam Thomas is still in the league in four seasons, bro.
If he's not, he'll be putting up buckets overseas, though.
Right.
Like mad buckets. So
that's
all right, y'all.
I think that's his
Open gym is next. Make sure you like this video on the way out. Like that video on the way in, and we will be back tomorrow to talk about everything Summer League.
Later.
Yay. Merry Christmas, guys.
Later.
Hey, man, y'all be careful with them fireworks tonight, man. Don't blow your fingers
Don't
off.
blow your hand off.
It's the 4th of July. It's Independence Day. You holding up a Mexican jersey?
Later.